Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 73. Come on.
73.
Kenny. Kenny T is not in the building today. Bro had to get called in to work last minute, man. So he gonna have to, he basically pulling this Kawhi. And that's what O say.
You know what I'm saying? Kenny Kawhi. Kenny Kawhi.
Low management. But yeah, bro ain't here today, man. But we gonna get it rocking without him. OT is in the building.
Understand that I got options and I place you on top of them. It's your spot to lose, ho.
Damn. I like that slick talk, goddamn me. It's smooth in the motherfucking building, you dig? I gotta clutch my mic a little different today off that slick talk, yeah.
D-Trill AC is in the building, man. This is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. How you fellas doing on this glorious night?
I'm ready to pod, man. I've been waiting. A lot of shit been going on, so.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that.
Tired of these motherfucking people.
Okay.
Tired of this shit. You know what? I don't care what they think about me no more. Fuck.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
You understand? They gonna say cancel Krew Season. Fuck.
Yeah, man. To be honest, man, that's what I was telling the boys before this pod started. I feel like we've been being a bit too nice lately, man. I think people are starting to take that for granted. So yeah, you're gonna notice a little, a little more reverting back to the old ways of the crew.
Kenny ain't here to save y'all today, man.
Exactly.
Ain't no pandering, guys.
On y'all ass today.
Well, it's funny y'all say that. We're going to dive right into this segment. Brittany Renner has been on a press run of recent. That's something of legend. She's very smart, if I may say so myself. That's something that she is. She's very smart. She was recently on Academics Podcast, and they were discussing the whole PJ Washington trapping side chick situation, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a clip from said interview, and I want to get y'all's response to what she has to say.
What you fucking have said already. So.
I've said this before. I'll just say it to your face.
Okay. Say it to my face.
PJ, if you're watching, cut this part off, okay? I thought he was a cash out option. I was like, yo, listen, you've been with way more, no disrespect to you, PJ. I told you to cut this off. You've been with way more litter people who are more successful in their respective fields. He's a millionaire, grandest third. But I felt that, I always say about women, and tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just fucked up in my thinking. Maybe I need to change it. You're getting older, and you needed someone, and you probably always wanted to have a kid, right? And you were like, hey, listen, this is the person that I'm going to not necessarily cash out with, but this is the one who will do this with me.
It's like really audacious of you because it actually just proves my theory that I've always been in it for true love. I've been with men with way more money. And if I was truly an investor and trying to cash out so I don't have to work again, let me finish.
Definitely not thinking.
I would have cashed out 5-6 years ago, men with a lot more to live.
I thought everybody had you as a side chick. I'm going to be honest. I thought everybody else had you as a side chick. And listen, in a male community, we know the chicks that's like, yo, that's side chick pussy. And then we know the dumbass nigga who wifes up the side chick. And we're like.
So what makes me a side chick? Because I'm beautiful? And
no, because the one who everybody fucks but doesn't wife. That's the side chick. Sorry.
So who have been side chick?
You wrote a fucking book.
Who have been a side chick? But I was never a side chick.
Well, when you write a book about having casual sex, and by the way, not one of them claimed you. We assume, you know why men don't claim women? Because we have our real girl that we don't want to tell about you. You know that. No?
Well, the people that, I don't know her. Instances where I'm like, okay, I know your situation. I don't care. But that was when I didn't have any respect for myself. But as far as the people that I wrote about, the first person I wrote about, I was. That's how we ended up together for a few years because I willingly played the side chick role. But to sit here and assume that, you're just side chick pussy and why would you cuff her? But it's crazy. But I'm saying, like, if I was really...
Okay. There's a couple clips we're going to play from this interview, but that's the first one. What are y'all thoughts on the fact that she really doesn't feel like a side chick, or she didn't feel like a side chick as far as to PJ Washington and a couple of the celebrities that she done dated? What's y'all thoughts on that?
She wasn't a side chick to PJ Washington. That was his, to him, that was his goddamn Goddamn angel.
Morning, noon.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But to everything else before him, she was side chick. He explained it how he was supposed to explain it. Didn't none of these dudes claim you? And from what I know, if a nigga don't claim you, it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So what you writing books for? We don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. All the people in that book she wrote, still to this day, they was looking like, I don't know nobody what you talking about. But I was at this hotel. I always stay at that hotel. What you talking about? They knew me in there. You know, it ain't hard to find celebrities. You know what I mean? It ain't hard to find them. Everybody on the schedule, so it ain't hard to find niggas. So, hey, she was a permanent side chick and saw her cash option, and she took it like she was supposed to do. She seen a lollipop and she licked him. And licked that nigga to the core, yeah.
Do you feel like in her career she's been a side chick? Do you feel that way?
Yes, her whole life.
Oh my God! You said her whole life.
I feel like, I mean, ever since you've been knowing about her, I mean, it ain't been really nothing like somebody cuffed her and was like happy to have her on her arm. You know what I'm saying? It was shit. I slept with Brittany Renner. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those.
It's like a checklist thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cause she was with, wasn't she? She was doing videos and stuff with what's her name too.
She was rumored to be with Uzi.
No, I mean it was another girl. They was like both doing some wild shit.
Oh, Tiana Trump.
Yeah, like come on now. You associate yourself with that?
But I mean, I think that was more like a tease to the fans because she teased it like they was about to put a sex tape out, and then it never came out. So again, she's a troll in my opinion. But in terms of like her relationships, I think Academics was spot on with this. But in her mind, I think she was right as well. In her mind, she feels like, you know, hey, I'm in these relationships for love. But the man controls the rights to a relationship. Right, so if he doesn't claim you publicly, or if he never gave you a ring, or y'all never got engaged or never got married, then it doesn't count, like Smooth was saying, and that's real. Because it's a lot of women out here that's lesser known than her. They done had mass celebrities, from the James Hardens to the Drakes to the whoever. I ain't gonna call too many names out, but it's plenty of them out here that done been smashed on the low, but they ain't never brought them in public. You ain't never seen them arm in arm on the red carpet. You ain't never seen no relationship remnant at all.
I can't call you my girl. I can't call you my girlfriend if I was never the boyfriend.
Straight
That's
up.
the code.
You was in a relationship alone. You was here for the ambiance.
That's it.
Until I got tired of it, and then I sent you back to where you came from. It was, as Smooth would say, sent you back to hell.
That's facts.
That's honest though. You know what I'm saying?
It just so happens she's pretty enough to rebound quick.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's just what it is. And she's reached a level to where when niggas see her with certain people, they like, I need that.
Right.
So when you reach those type of levels, your rebound ain't gonna be too far, baby. You ain't gonna fall too far to the pits of hell. Goddamn, you may fall to the door a couple times. You ain't going back in. That's what it is.
But she was saying on the Joe Budden podcast, I watched some of that, and she was just talking about how she really did like him, and at least on there, what she said was, she originally said that that's not what she wanted, having kids, but he wanted the family. He always dreamed of that and stuff like that, and and she was like, that's a grown ass man at the end of the day.
Okay, but
that's what she said.
But with that, right? I heard that interview too. The moment I heard that, I was like, well, why did you leave so easily and quick?
That's what I was saying, and that's what what's his name? I think Ish was bringing it up too.
You know what I'm saying? Why did you leave? If you was in it for that, if you looking for love and all this type of shit,
2 months after the baby was born.
2 months after the baby born, you just did.
You just had enough that much when you were so in love.
You know what I'm saying? So was you really in love, or did you love the money?
She said, yeah. She said,
she in love with the money.
But
I'm in love with my money.
That's the thing. See, I think it goes back to something O said a while back in terms of who or what type of woman men are really interested in. I think it's a common misconception. O speaks about this all the time in terms of women be like, oh, y'all want Instagram models, y'all want bottle girls, y'all want these famous chicks. If we want these women, why are they not getting married?
Facts.
Why are they not getting engaged?
Facts.
Why are these women that we speak of always single? Like always, like 90% of these women, you never see them arm in arm with a dude in public. I ain't talking about who they smashing in private. I'm not talking about, a dude, a rapper is in the city or NBA players in the city. She go to the room, smash, he leave her right there and go back home to his wife. I'm not talking about that type of relationship. I'm talking about very exclusivity. These women that y'all claim men want, we're not marrying them. They're not getting engaged. So that's a lie.
The ones that are marrying them, they be 20 years they senior. If we keeping it a bean, right? But they done been all the way through the game. They seen these niggas weren't gonna calm down, and they seen an older cat with some bread, and was like, "I'm gonna settle down with that." Yeah. That's all that's on the table, and that's why you always see one of them beautiful women in their 40s settle down with a dude that look like he's supposed to be on his deathbed type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they've been ran through the game and he don't care about that.
Right.
So he just wants somebody there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then she brought up
it all the time, bro.
She brought up why nobody say something about Beyonce and Jay. She brought up another couple, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, and Lori. So, they in their age difference, like she was like, so why am I a predator and what they call R. Shelley? They called her R. Shelley for being a predator. Yeah. She was like, I'll fuck an 18-year-old. She's like, he's of age. Not saying that she said she would date him, but just like she not taking it off the table. But you jumping ahead. Let me play the clip. Let me play the clip first, and then we can.
She embracing her holiness. I mean,
this is what I really get so fucking annoyed about is like, so when do you as men take accountability? You're old enough to ride this ride. You want to fuck with me. You want to come at me. You want to fuck me raw. So why are we babying men who make decisions for themselves? Like I told you, I was on birth control up until I had a conversation with my baby father. So what do you think happened? So I imagine I gotta leg lock him. No, let me.
The maturity of men and women are different.
No, stop. No, it's because men and women are held to different standards. Y'all want to look at a 20-year-old who wanted to fuck. I was 26 when I met him. You want to fuck with me? Here's what it is. Nope. Stop acting like someone had to pull the wool over his eyes. I was exactly who I am right now. And stop. Let me finish.
I'm not even saying
I have no reason to be. I have no reason to lie about anything that I've done or the person that I. Okay.
So she says it's not predatory behavior, and she went on to use the examples that I was talking about: Beyonce, Jay-Z, different people like that. Lori, Michael B. Jordan. It's a significant age difference, but she said why am I assumed to be the predator? She doesn't feel like it's predatory behavior. What's y'all take on that?
You can't use B and J. It's different. They was both at mature ages. Let's say that.
Were they?
Smooth. Beyonce was what, 24? 23? What she was at?
It's rumored.
Back it up.
It's rumored that Hov red-shirted Beyonce. When he met her, she was in Destiny's Child. She was 17. But he didn't date her seriously. They just kicked it, whatever. They chopped it up. And then once she turned of legal age, I think 18, 19, then they started dating for real. And Hov was 27 at the time, something like that. 26, 27 at the time. So it was a 7-8 year age gap.
When did they go public?
I think 03.
How old was B?
I think probably 21, something like that.
That's when it counts.
You know what I'm saying? But either or, it's the same stuff with him, essentially, him and her.
Right. And then on top of that, on top of all that, right? Most men in these situations, mostly all of men in these situations, we're not the one chasing, right? When the woman is chasing the money, the man is actually in it for how she looks.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you talking about what interest do we gravitate?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So with you using your looks, what she did, what you were supposed to use, you licked them to the core, baby. You did your job. I ain't hating on your job. I'm just saying what's going on with the texture of your job. That's what's going on, right? So you knew you was gonna have leverage on him just on your age difference and your looks and what fascinated that young man. Because you say he was 20. He was 20. Yeah, he's a grown man. Okay, hey, Everybody make their mistakes, baby. Young, hey, take that shit on the chin.
Well, he was really about 19,
Thank you. I'm about to say, I think it was 18.
She was dating when he was in college. Now he's like 20, 21, something like that.
Right.
But back then he was like 18, 19.
Oh, he was fascinating. He was all the way just
big eye.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, I'm why you ain't get pregnant while he was in college though? If that's okay.
Well, she says that the pregnancy situation was his idea. She said she was on birth control. He talked her into getting off birth control because he said he wanted to start a family with her. That's what she said.
Why she didn't get off the birth control when he was in college?
She said she didn't want to have a baby.
Yeah, she didn't want it then.
He wanted the baby, not her.
So just miraculously out of nowhere when he get the bag. When he get drafted? When PJ get drafted?
He felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You get the money. He ready to have a family.
What,
he young.
what PJ got drafted? Let's just keep it a bean.
I'm not sure. I mean, he ain't even that nice for real. We gonna be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
He all right.
He all right.
All right, but he ain't that nice.
When he got drafted.
He young.
What's his stat? What he average?
Like 12.
Like I said, he ain't like that.
You know what I'm saying?
He decent, but he ain't like that.
That's all I want to know. When
He signed a 4-year.
He got drafted first round, 12th pick.
Yeah.
4 year what? First round 12 pick.
4-year, 12.
Yeah, 12th
Oh,
pick.
why you didn't? Why she knew she? Hey, you got that bread. $12 million. You got bread now.
He averaging 9 points a game. Yeah. So,
But also,
again,
she said this is what she tried to prove that she was really in love. She said she moved out there and she had her own spot. He convinced her to move in with him.
but see, it's a little shaky with that because you know how women are in terms of moving in.
I'm just saying.
Like they'll kind of hint, lean, push, ultimatum, and then once you ask her, then she can lean. Okay, he asked me to move in, but what happened before that? What happened to lead up to that? Exactly. I'm not gonna give her that point.
She said
because I know how that shit happens.
8-month lease,
right?
And he broke it because he wanted her to stay with her.
Man, right, which is probably because she was pressuring him.
Exactly.
She was like, "We in a relationship. You really got me living in my own place, really." And he like, "You know what? You right, man. Come on over, man. Don't even worry about it. I got enough money to buy out the lease. What you paying $1,000 a month? I got enough money to pay that all. Don't worry. Come on over here, man."
So that's his fault.
It is, but we got to factor in age, right?
Of course,
because when the situation is flipped, and we just gonna keep it G, right? I think Beyonce and Jay-Z are an exception because so many people love them. But you take the names out of that situation. Hove 26 or something, Beyonce 17, 18, whatever the case may be. Most times in those cases, it doesn't matter what the woman wants to do. People will look at that situation and say, you are much older and you influenced her. She's gullible. She's young. She's whatever the case may be. So why is it, especially understanding the fact that most people say that women mature faster than men. That's what the notion is.
Correct.
Women agree to that, men agree to that.
Correct.
Right? So if women mature faster than men and you are already 7 years older than him and he's 18, 19 years old, why can't we use that same persuasion case that y'all use with older men and younger women on them? When it's even more so because women mature faster than men. But again, I think people like to pick and choose which situations that, you know, that they want to be outraged about. But as far as like her point, like technically she's right.
Yeah, you're right. Technically,
he's 18, which means he's of age. He's an adult. Technically, he's 19, whatever the case may be. He was able to make his decision. But you know, going deeper than that, we know good and well age is not really a representative of how mature you are. It's experience.
Exactly.
Brittany Renner's 26, 27 at this time. She done been passed around the whole industry. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Blocks.
Not my words, her words in her book.
Been around the block.
Right. She's been passed around the industry. She's very experienced. This man has just got to college. He's predicted to be a first round pick. And that he done always been fantasizing about this Brittany Renner chick.
Your favorite, like, freak, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And that's your girl? She giving you the guac 30,000,
and it's your favorite
and knowing how to do everything like.
Hey, you been watching her in the magazine. Man. She on like page 34. You know the big motherfucker.
His mind is blown.
That's what I'm saying. He just happy to be there.
You know the conversations he had with his partners. Nigga, look what.
We say it all the time, but I mean, but it's with anything. It's why, like, as an artist or as an entertainer, somebody like that's why they say don't date your fans.
That's true. Because
their mind is warped. Like even it's women that love our podcast for real, but we couldn't really date them, hypothetically speaking, because their mind is warped. They've been watching this pod for 4 or 5 years. They've been fantasizing. They've been just intrigued. So when you give her any attention, she just happy to be there.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
That's not the right type of relationship to get into. That's real rap.
Indy.
Y'all gotta relax. Y'all giving up too much. Y'all gotta relax. But what I'm saying is, see this why I shouldn't have used that. This y'all niggas gonna go too far. But that's real though. But with any celebrity, Brittany Renner been famous for a decade. So in a decade ago, he's 12, 13. So he been fantasizing about her. So now I'm in a position to get her. Hell yeah, I'm diving out there. Whatever you want to do. You want to get pregnant, let's get pregnant. You want to move in, let's move in. Whatever you want, I'm here. Whatever you want. And she took advantage of that. So in my opinion, that is predatory.
2 months on the nose, she was out the door.
Jay-Z is 51, Beyonce is 40. 11 years.
That's an 11-year gap. That's an 11-year gap. So again, like I said, she's 17, he's 28. But people let that go. People or 18 or whatever, he's 29. People let that go. But because they like them. But in other cases, any other situation like that, the man getting crucified.
That's facts.
That's just honest. So when the situation is flipped, we got to keep that same energy, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and in their realm, it's about star power.
Yeah.
Now, if PJ was a super mega star, then it'd be different.
If he was like a Ja Morant or something like that,
it'd be totally different.
They would kind of sweep that. They wouldn't care about that too much.
Yeah, because he don't seem as helpless when you the man.
Right.
But he's like he has a 9 points. I mean, come on, man.
Come on, dog. He in the NBA, bro. Come on, fam. He's still hooping. Come on, fam.
Is he? No, man.
Come on, fam. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
I honestly feel like I can average 9. I really feel that way.
My nigga say shit. I ain't got no hamstrings, but I can get us 9.
I can get us 9. Just if I can hit 3 pointers a game. That's just honest.
They gonna swat your shit.
But yeah. So at the end of the day, man, prayer star parties involved. But this Brittany Renner situation, I see what she's doing and it's genius, man. So I want to salute to her. Because for one, for her having thick skin, she don't let none of this shit get to her. You can just tell like she feeds on this. She's a troll. So the more people that don't like her, the more she just leans into what it is that they don't like and kind of adds fuel to the fire. I think that's genius in my opinion.
As you can see, the more opportunities she get too. I mean,
facts.
Been on Joe Budden, about to be on Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
She gonna be on some more pods.
We might have to get on here, man. I want to have a conversation.
Yeah, we can get on here.
Yeah, man, I might have to make that happen. I think I got that. You don't think so?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I can do it.
Call her.
No, I ain't got a number, but her homegirl, I know her real well. But that's neither here nor there. All right, we're going to get into the next situation, man. Recently, Kanye West, who does not do interviews, was on Drink Champs, and he gave probably the greatest Kanye interview I've ever seen in my life. I sat there and watched the whole thing.
Best interview I've seen in about 5 years, to be honest with you.
Now, he said a lot of things, but one of them stood out.
Real quick, hold on, real quick. I want to apologize to Smooth for talking down on the God himself, Ye. He's still, he's still a little, but I got to understand some of his methods now. It gave me a little more insight on him, just a little bit. He's still, but he a genius. You know what I'm saying? I won't say genius, but he a super creative. He's super, you know what I'm saying? So, so like some stuff that I just probably can't even comprehend. You know what I'm saying? So
I just wish I had half the talent or resources. You know what I'm saying? Like the connections that because I would be just like that. I would be loud just like that.
But I mean, you wouldn't be just like that because your thought process is a bit more logical. Ye is like, you know what Ye reminds me of? Ye reminds me of like somebody that's like kind of slow a little bit.
Like
it's because
autistic type.
Yes, like you know what I'm saying. It's not much because he's aware of what he's doing, but he's not at the same time. Because he don't have a filter. He don't believe in PC. He just says what comes to his mind.
Like out of touch with reality.
And many of us have thoughts that are just outlandish. But we'll never say it. But we'll be like, you know what I'm saying? We'll be thinking, damn, that's crazy. But we'll never come out and say it. Ye is not like that.
Yeah,
I would say some of that shit though.
Some of it, but not all of it.
Oh no, I wouldn't say it all.
That's what I'm saying. Ye don't have a filter. Ye said, quote unquote, I had Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, my wife, I had Pusha T, Drake, all them in a group chat, and I said, all y'all shut up, because I'm worth more than all y'all combined.
Kept it a bean in the chat.
And it was a fact. It was a fact.
What you mad at?
You know what I'm saying? But again, that's the example. We may think that, but we'll never come on a platform in public and say that. Like,
It depends on how bad you piss me off. I might say that.
But most of the people in the chat ain't doing nothing to him. He beefing with Drake. The rest of them ain't doing nothing to him.
But that's why Drake hit that line on him. He said, I need to see what you got, not what you're worth.
But yeah,
essentially.
So
I feel you.
So I'm gonna play a clip from this, and this should be good because he was referencing one of the Smooth Boys, man. I just want to play this.
Did y'all hear that nigga say, man, when I signed on with the Gap, they stocks went up by 200 million.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, man, that's Jay.
But the stocks in the stock market, that shit jumped so quick. That shit was hilarious.
Okay, we're gonna play this clip. I want to get your response.
All right. Hurry, man. Pusha or Big Sean?
Oh, I love this. Let me tell you.
Wait.
This ain't nothing quick about this quick time.
This is right. Let me see this works right. So I already decided.
Jay was out here wilding. He holding an RIP sign right
When
now.
I die, on my tombstone, it's gonna say, "I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean."
So I'm not quite sure of your pick.
Yeah, you're not quite sure.
So
Big Sean, he's saying.
Big Sean over Pusha T?
No, I'm saying that
Well, you can take a
the
shot.
worst thing I've ever done was sign Big Sean.
That's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Man.
Wait.
The
worst. He just said the worst.
The worst. Oh, this is the best.
Yeah, I know. You fucked me up right now. You fucked my algorithm up.
Time out. I thought you said the best. Okay, hold on.
Nah, man, look, they let that man. I know this man, mama, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've changed this man's family, and both John Legend and Big Sean, when I ran for office, got used quick by the Democrats to come at they boy that actually changed their life, and that's some sellout shit. And I don't rock with neither of them. And I need my apologies. I ain't saying they gonna change, but niggas is scared.
He said the worst decision of my life. Signing Big Sean. Smooth, you're a Big Sean fan.
Right.
So I think it would be on you to kind of elaborate on how you felt when you heard it.
He ain't say nothing about the raps. When he said that, he gave content. It was about the loyalty.
Right.
Okay.
And y'all know how big I am on loyalty. So I'd have said that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stabbed me in the back, knowing who I am out here. You get what I'm saying? Knowing I'm standing next to the goddamn Walt Disney's, the Jeff Bezos, and like I'm competing in this field, and you dare
Elon Musk.
You get what I'm saying? You dare stab me in the back, and I'm the reason why you even here. I'm the reason why you a millionaire, can set your whole family up.
That's very true.
No matter what I'm doing, you should be riding with it. Cause I take care, I've taken care of you. Even when the world was trying to cancel you, nigga, I gave you features. I gave you production. You know what I'm saying? I even gave you your masters back. You should say nothing bad on my name. Even if you don't agree with it. In public, hey, I ain't gonna speak on that. Cause Pusha did the same thing. Pusha, I ain't gonna speak on that.
Yeah, because Pusha was riding with the Democrats as well. If you remember, he was backing Hillary, but he never came out and bad-mouthed Ye.
Exactly. And that's why Ye say, I respect Pusha for not doing that. We know who he voted with, but he didn't badmouth me. So I respect what he said. Yeah, I would feel like that. Especially if I did, nigga. You know how hard it is to make somebody, make yourself a millionaire, let alone somebody else a millionaire.
You wasn't but a mixtape rapper when I met you.
You get what I'm saying?
You was getting $1,000 a walkthrough for a show.
You get what I'm saying?
Now you getting
I took a chance on you, goddamn
50.
me. You know what I'm saying? Made you and your circle around you millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Got your wardrobe up, showed you how to dress, got you to deal with Adidas and all this shit. Don't ever speak ill on my name. So I respect that. When he said that at first, I was like, damn, he talking about rapping? I know we ain't talking, but when he explained it about the shit, I was like, oh, okay.
And John Legend too. We spoke on John Legend as well. Same situation.
Same
Nobody
shit.
knew John Legend before Ye gave him that,
you know what I'm saying?
him that push.
Because everybody gave a push or a feature. Look at their career.
Yep. Then he comes out with Get Lifted and all that. But if you go back and do the research, it was Ye that gave him that push.
Exactly.
So
I respect it. I respect it. I would feel some type of way too. Because I'm up here with these motherfuckers, and most likely, for real, if we keeping it a bean, Kanye the only colored person in that motherfucker. If we keeping it a bean when he doing them type of businesses. Y'all heard the names he was yelling out and the business moves he be making. Damn. I'm the only one up there. Yeah. Everything around me that love me, that I didn't put on, need to speak right on my name. Because I'm up here fighting for us.
And the point is, why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Because I'm signed to this label. Why would I badmouth the boss in any way? But damn the boss situation again, it's about moral code with me, man. It's about moral code. That's just like any of y'all. Say we get big, whatever the case may be, we get rich. There will never, nobody will ever be able to pull a clip of me saying anything negative about my dogs. That's just what it is. If I don't agree with it, we gonna argue, we gonna debate behind the scenes. When I get in public, hey, yeah, man, bro, that's the lane bro went to. That's how he felt that he wanted to move. Exactly. I don't support the decision, but I love him. I'm gonna support him. Period. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, behind closed doors, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You tripping, bro? Ain't no way, We had that kind of conversation behind closed doors, but you don't go in public and badmouth the gang. That's just not what you do. I don't care what's going on, unless it's just something egregious, child molestation, something like that. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, that's something different because we ain't boys no more.
Exactly.
But in terms of politics, what?
Like, come on, bro.
As bullshit as politics is, like, this shit is not real life. Like, all these campaigns and all this shit. You look at a Joe Biden, I promise student loan debt relief. I promise the COVID
that
solving
boy trying
COVID.
to give $400,000 to immigrants.
Yeah, million.
You trying to give
Million
to immigrants.
But all these promises that was made.
But you ain't black if you don't vote.
That's what I'm saying. So Kamala
Harris, where you been?
All this shit is a pony show.
Where you been? I ain't seen you. Like Kanye said, I ain't seen you since the election.
That's real though.
Kept it a bean.
All this shit is a pony show. So for me to let a pony show divide me and my gang is ridiculous to me.
That's crazy.
So, again, on that notion, I'm riding with Ye. But it is rumored that Big Sean, he going to be on Drink Champ soon to give his side. So I'm very interested in hearing his side. Oh, what you think?
I don't know, just echoing everything y'all said. You know what I'm saying? I got a newfound respect for Kanye. And I think what really did him bad was when he wore the hat.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what fucked it up for him. That's what it was. Yep. Him being a Republican, like he's a billionaire. Like,
hey, but you know what's crazy?
It's not like he's gonna be a Democrat. You know what I'm saying?
With all we know now, let's say all America know right now, if we could take a time machine, everybody go back to what we know right now, but we go back to when we had to vote. You think people will vote for Trump?
It's possible.
I think so.
I think the overwhelming majority would vote for Trump, seeing what's going on right now.
I think so.
But if you remember my tweets during the election time, people saying, oh, no, you got to vote for Biden because he going to do this, he going to do that. I said, fam, Biden's not going to do nothing when we get in this. Like, we really in a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to, people don't want to vote for Trump for his views outside of politics. It don't have nothing to do with politics. Right. He's a bigot. Right. He's a low-key racist on the cool. Like, like that's what people don't want to vote against. But as far as his policies, he's not politically sound. He don't even fucking know what what policies he's enacting.
He's trying to make money.
But I would tell people what side has ever been not racist.
Right.
Especially
and if we looking at Democrats, everything for real, just about 80% of all like laws against black people are that encaged us in a way has come under Democratic parties.
Not only the Democratic Party, but some of the Democrat representatives we love the most.
Exactly.
We're just gonna be honest.
Has came under the Democratic Party, but they supposed to look out for us. They ain't never looked out for us,
and that's why.
And then on top of that, when they in power, everything goes up. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Go look at milk when goddamn Trump was in office versus now. Look at gas.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Gas was what, $1.90 something. Now gas $2.95, $3 at a lot of places.
Mm-hmm. Well, we in
on
Texas.
The West, we in Texas, but on the West Coast, $5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? West Coast, East Coast, $5. You get what I'm saying?
And that's regular.
You know, but people didn't like him because of the racist shit. But like I tell people, I would rather you say it to my face than do shit behind my back. You did. You get what I'm saying? And now I think a lot of people would be like, I would rather Trump in there because at least I know you about to look at me. At least I know we're gonna save some money. And
then on top of it, at least we get the entertainment aspect.
Exactly.
Because I ain't gonna lie, on the low, I kind of miss them tweets a little. I ain't gonna lie. Because some of the shit that we have, like folks that come out and just say, Japan is a waste of goddamn space on this map. I don't know why they even competing with us. We better than them in every aspect. North Korea ain't nothing. Like, he'll come out and just keep it G. But most of these politicians, like, we don't hear it. Like, it's behind the scenes. They don't make public statements. Bro. So, like, it was never a situation to where, hey, I wonder what Donald Trump is thinking. It was never a situation to that. Bro.
And what people don't know is, right, everybody that's in crypto, right, everybody, a lot of y'all need to hear this. A lot of y'all that's in crypto, if Joe Biden's little bill pass, I ain't gonna say it's little, but it's a big ass bill. If that passes, right, he is gonna tax your unrealized gains. Now, what is that? That's money that
you ain't cashed out on yet.
Exactly. That you don't even know you have yet. That's how they keep you from being rich. Right? Because they see the wave coming. You know what I'm saying? They see trillions of dollars is going to be. It's already at $1 trillion, about $3 trillion. But they know it's going to be about $40 trillion, which is going to, in a sense, in America, let's say they're going to make 20,000 millionaires. Oh no, we're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that in 60% by taxing unrealized gains. So now you got to sell some of them assets to pay this tax, right? And
or when you cash out, that tax coming off the top. That's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it means.
So it, like for real, this is who y'all voted in office. This is who y'all voted, but y'all didn't look at that. Y'all was looking at the racist shit. Now, fuck all the racist shit. Nigga, what are you doing that's going to affect the masses? Because the racist shit is only 38 million of us. You get what I'm saying? It's 50 million of them. Racists don't have nothing to do with them. So what's affecting their pockets? That's what I want to know. Because that affect ours too.
Well, we ain't going to get off on a tangent. Let's get back to the point. Again, I think what Ye is saying is, again, politics is so fickle. So for y'all to let that come between us, make you come out and make bad statements about me, it had to be something a little deeper than that. And that's a problem because I didn't change your life. I'm responsible for changing you and your family's life. That is ridiculous.
Forever.
But again, this is one side. Big Sean going to be on Drink Champ soon. We're going to see his side. And when we hear his side, we're going to come back and we're going to compare and contrast on who was right.
Forever.
In the situation.
Shout out to Nori too, man. Solid nigga, man. I want to meet the nigga in person.
Hey, shout out to Nori for not cutting him off too much.
Facts.
He was cutting him off a couple times, kind of made me mad a little bit. But if you watch Drink Champs, Nori cut people off way more frequent than that. Way more. So I was proud of him. He kind of just let Ye get in his bag. But yeah, man, hell of an interview. I honestly think that was Kanye's greatest interview ever as far as one that was conducted. But we're going to move right along. We are located in Houston. Travis Scott is a Houston artist, and recently he threw on a festival. I think it's called Astro World or Astro Fest. I can't remember exactly, but he has some big names come through, and Astro World Festival. That's what it's called. He had some big names come through, and there were some people who lost their lives at the festival. I'm just gonna read the clip. This is from the New York Times. I'm just gonna read the clip. Panic and then desperation spread through the crowd of 50,000, mostly young people, just as the popular hometown rapper they had come to see, Travis Scott, took the stage Friday night. It came like a wave, an unstoppable movement of bodies that could not be held back. Some collapsed, others fought for air. Console girls lifted up the unconscious bodies of friends and strangers and surfed them over the top of the crowd, hoping to send them to safety. Others shouted out for help with CPR and pleaded for the concert to stop. It kept going. In the end, 8 people died, ranging in age from 14 to 27, according to city officials. Hundreds more were treated for injuries at a field hospital at the concert venue, the NRG Park in Houston, or at local hospitals. Among those treated at the hospital was a 10-year-old child. By Saturday, officials in Houston were at a loss to explain how the concert, part of a 2-day Astro World Music Festival organized by Live Nation and Mr. Scott, had transformed in an instant from a celebration to a struggle for life. So, too, were those who had been at the outdoor concert who described the thrust of the crowd that would not let up as Mr. Scott took the stage around 9 p.m. This is from a concert goer. It was hell, said Nick Johnson, who's 17, who still had his concert bracelet on as he spoke on it Saturday morning. Everybody was just in the back trying to rush to the front. People were literally grabbing, pinching at my body, trying to get up from the ground. Chris Lay, 23, added that he lost contact with his friends as he tried to make it out of the crowd. I was fighting for my life. There was no way out. Article goes on to say a few more things, but 8 people lost their lives. It seems like instantly, and it looks like from cardiac arrest. Mm-hmm. So when I first heard this, right? Well, I ain't gonna get my take. When y'all first heard this, what was y'all first thoughts? Because this happened like real late at night. We talking about 10, 11, 30, midnight. We on Twitter and it's going crazy. Everybody's talking about this thing. Mm-hmm. What did y'all think initially?
I woke up. I went to sleep. I woke up and saw that. And I was just like shocked. I mean, because normally, like at first I did see earlier in the day, I did see when they broke down the gates, and I'm like, here you go again. Because the last time he had an Astro World Fest, that happened.
Right.
And so even before that, I was just hoping like, well, you know what I'm saying? I hope everything is, that doesn't happen. I was hoping that, you know what I'm saying, people wouldn't break down the gate and rush in and da-da-da. So right. I know some people got injured right then. Hopefully nobody had passed during that. But I don't know, when I first saw it, I was just wondering how it happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like people were shooting. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of those when events happen, typically that's what's going on. Somebody outside shooting, start fighting, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, man. I was just like taken aback. It kind of drained me a little bit. So I was like, damn, like this shit is sad. And I just feel like it affected a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I was really honestly at a loss for words. I'm still at a loss for words because I'm like, how do people just not care? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they had the ambulance trying to get through the people, and you got people jumping on top of the ambulance, and the golf carts like blocking, like nobody's trying to let anybody through. It's like, where's y'all home training? You know what I'm saying? And I think some of it got a little twisted or misconstrued a little bit because at those fests, people do pass out all the time because they be too hot or dehydrated, whatever it is. And so from comments and stuff I was reading, it's like people do get pulled to the side. You know, it's normally they get a tent, get, you know what I'm saying, fluids back in their body, and they kind of go about their business. But when people getting trampled over and, you know, it's just, that's a lot, bro. It's just mind-blowing.
So what do you feel like was the main cause of the deaths?
I don't know. Because allegedly there was somebody had drugs too. Mm-hmm. That was sticking people in the neck with drugs, and that was issues of the cardiac arrest and stuff like that. So
that's the only thing they can find. So all the people, when I seen that, I say, so all the people that died were standing right next to each other. That's what happened.
No, it was spread out.
Because as soon as he said that was a lie.
Because the people, you know what I'm saying, was everybody was coming up front.
But the police chief was trying to cover their own ass.
Because allegedly, because it had people that was tweeting, it was like like 100 bodies just laid out. They said it was ugly out there. Right. So I was wondering, like, is it even more than that, what they reporting? Hopefully it's not. But, I mean, they said like 300 people was hospitalized, something like that, outside of that. So, I don't know, man. I was trying to see, like, I don't know, unimaginable.
Smooth. What was your thoughts when you first seen the story?
I was like, damn, that shit crazy out there. That shit
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all going crazy over Travis Scott like that? Okay. That's exactly what I said, and I kept it pushing. I ain't read no more of the story, none of that. Now, when the videos dropped of people talking about it, I was looking at that, and that's when I seen the police chief talking about that shit. I was just like, bro, just can the police just keep it a thought? Hey, look, we fell short on our job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it a buck one time, bro. Like, hey, it was a lot of people, man. Because thousands of people, you know what I'm saying? It's no way you got that many officers to contain that.
No, they didn't. They had a lot, but it wasn't enough.
But it's not enough. It's not going to be enough and nothing like that. Ever. You get what I'm saying? So just keep it a bean. Look, we had a lot of officers here. We just didn't have enough. Next time we know. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, this is unfortunate. Woo-de-woo. Like, just keep it a bean. Don't be out here saying, they got drugged.
They need a better setup, too.
Like,
Got to set up for people, emergency vehicles to get in and out. So I know they gonna pull that and see what they emergency procedures are and stuff like that. But
no, they probably ain't gonna let them do another concert here for like 4 or 5 years. Facts. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean it's situational where you know that's the like festivals are like that in general. It's not controlled. Like that's the whole point of it. Like it's a difference from a concert to where like you go to a Toyota Center or something like that. Like it's way more security on board. First off, Toyota Center can't even fit with like maybe 20,000 people, if that.
Yeah.
But festivals, it's a difference. It's outside. It's a free for all. It's like it's big ass parking lots. If y'all are familiar with Houston, y'all ever been to NRG? That parking lot is huge, right? So clearly, if it's 100,000 people out there, it's only so much that those few security guards that was out there is going to be able to do. That's just what it is. But in my opinion, like when I first seen the story, I'm thinking, okay, somebody has some bad drugs out there. And it had been a real like trend of that going around lately in terms of like, especially with fentanyl. People been popping pills, whatever the case may be, and people are subbing these pills and cutting these pills and these drugs with fentanyl because fentanyl is cheap. And, the price of drugs is sky high right now. But people are cutting it with fentanyl and it's killing people. So that was the first thing I thought. Because a lot of times at these festivals, which is not really spoke on, is the drug use. It's a lot of drug use at these festivals. Like that's kind of like if you think about Coachella, different things like that. Like that's part of the culture there. Going out there, getting high, enjoying the concert, people outside for 10 to 12 hours, sometimes not even going to their room and going to sleep, like sleeping out there on the grass to wake up to catch the next show tomorrow. Like that's the theme of it. So when I seen, 11 people passed out at the same time, 8 died, I said, oh yeah, somebody had some late stuff going around there. And it's wild, like, because when I first heard the story, it wasn't like, oh, that's crazy, a shock. It was just like, damn, okay, wow, 8 people died, that's wild. But I mean, I think that goes to, our conditioning with social media. A lot of this stuff, like, we numb to it, unless it's just something ridiculous. But yeah, that was my first thoughts. I'm thinking, yeah, somebody passing out some lace perks or some laced Adderalls or whatever the case may be.
Niggas really out here getting fentanyl, man.
To death. Like that, fentanyl killed Mac Miller, fentanyl killed Michael Jackson, fentanyl killed a lot of people. People thinking that it's it's one drug and it's laced with fentanyl or it's just completely fentanyl and they just carving if it's perk 30s a lot of them have the number 30 written on
top of that they upcharging.
Right.
You upcharging to kill somebody, man. Come on, man.
Right.
I ain't never known the drug game to be that.
Yeah, it's filthy right now.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never known the drug game to be that. Niggas really just when the shit running dry and I got it, nigga, it's triple the price now. That's what it is.
But yeah, people, are so thirsty to get high, man, that they just buying from anybody. Like I remember me and my wife was in out of the country in Cancun. We at the airport, people trying to sell drugs. Yeah, hey man, y'all smoke? Hey, y'all pop pills? Y'all got da. I'm like, fam, nah, I'm cool, bro. I don't know you. I'm not buying nothing that I'm going to ingest into my body from somebody that I don't know. But a lot of these festivals, people be doing that. They buying the weed from them. They buying the pills from them. They out there. Like, drug dealers going to these festivals making a killing.
Hell yeah.
You already know that.
That's just honest.
You already know that.
We was out the other day and he said, I got 3.5 on me.
Straight up. That's real, though. So, people got to be a little more careful with their drug use. That sounds crazy. But yeah, so that's why I couldn't really feel sorry for it. Now, if the rumors that I hear are true, right, there's also rumors that O talked about where it was somebody going around like stabbing people in the neck, poking them in the neck and injecting drugs in them. That's something different.
That's different.
But if you out there knowingly, taking drugs with consent and this type of thing happens, that comes with the territory, my opinion. It's hard for me to feel sorry for somebody like that because that's part of the game. If you don't bring your own drugs out there, then you rolling the dice.
And that nigga Travis Scott, they got him on video talking about they know what they came out here for.
That sounds crazy.
That's what he said on stage. They had the video. They said they know what they came out here for.
But I mean,
and then if they press charges on them, they take everything.
It's gonna be hard for them to have a case. It's gonna be hard. Like how can you blame? And that's another thing I see on social media. People like blaming Travis Scott. Hey, why didn't he stop the show to make sure that ambulance got to these people? First off, I think like the number one rule in like concerting and going about like conducting shows is that if something breaks out in the crowd, do not stop the show. Why? Because that's gonna cause everybody that's out there. Mind you, these people been out there since 8 o'clock a.m. Travis Scott is on stage performing at 10 p.m.
Fact.
They came to see the show. So if I gotta stop the show for an hour to let these ambulance through 100,000 people to get these 8 to 10 people out of here, what do you think that the other 999,800 or 900?
It was like 50,000.
Or either way.
But still, it was like
50,000
Either way.
people in
What do you
one
think
spot?
them other 49,000 some odd people is going to be doing? Why this is happening? Oh, okay, we're going to be patient while this ambulance. No, they not. These motherfuckers was jumping on top of the ambulance, all kind of shit. So if you stop the music, it would have been, like I said on Twitter, it would have been 50 people dead instead of 8.
I don't know.
I do.
I can't say that. I think him
That's a
being
fact,
in control, he could have shut the shit down and paused it and got it under control and then started back.
I would disagree.
But you
I
got to
would disagree.
realize people not paying for that. They paying for the show.
Exactly.
I get it.
You
But
get
it's
that?
just let them get to him real quick and then we could turn up.
But see, real quick, that's the
real quick
thing.
is,
It's not going to be real quick.
Yeah.
Well, being on stage too, I mean, that's a whole different situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause bro, this is an example, right? And it's kind of a different parallel, but this is an example. You ever been on the plane, right? We get on the plane, plane supposed to take off at 5 o'clock. We get on the plane, everybody loaded up. We 450. All right, man, we ready to go. We ready to go. And 10 minutes past, plane ain't went nowhere. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
I'm looking like, what the
Fuck is going on here? Like, and the pilot come on, hey, yeah, we having some engine issues. You think that makes people less frustrated? No, we supposed to leave at 5. I'm supposed to get there at 6:30. We ain't moving.
I get
So
it.
if I'm outside of the festival that I've been outside at for 15 hours and you are not performing, and we talking about waiting for these 10 people to get carried off, especially if I'm on a whole nother side, I don't even know what the hell going on over there.
And you on stage?
And you talking about wait, hold on, we gonna wait till we get no, them people are gonna get rowdy and they gonna start booing and they gonna start throwing stuff and it's gonna get even more violent. It's gonna turn into a riot there.
Exactly.
So
I don't know, man. I just feel because he got so much star power that they will listen. Like they are cult following people. If Travis say jump, they gonna jump as high as he say. That's just what I feel.
But that ain't what they paying for.
I get that. But I mean,
They paying for the
ain't
show.
nothing wrong with stopping the show for 10, 15 minutes.
But the show is first. This is what you pay for. I gotta give you this.
And I heard they wasn't stopping either because they was on Apple. I think they was live on Apple or something.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Hey, if I got anything going outside, I can't do it.
But what about but even as the cameraman, when y'all saw that video when that girl and that dude got up telling the dude, hey, somebody dead over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, get your ass off. Like, hey, I got things to do. Like, I don't know.
see,
For me, I'm gonna try
that's
to
why
see,
I love you.
I'm gonna try to
That's
see
why I
what the
love
hell
you,
going on, dog.
My boy is a very optimistic person, man. That's what I gotta.
You gotta be.
I gotta give it to him.
You
for
gotta
that.
be.
That.
My boy's a very optimistic person.
You gotta be.
That's why I say. But on this notion, we're gonna have to agree to
Wake
disagree.
up, everybody.
Yeah.
No more sleeping.
Yeah, I understand it. I get it.
No more.
I get it. I know how how things should go, and hey man, it would be nice for him to stop this shit and all 50,000 of these people to be cooperative and understanding, but I just know people, and I'm very skeptical of people. I'm not optimistic when it comes to people, especially these people that I've seen in this video that's jumping on top of ambulances and jumping all kind of shit. These people do not want to hear, hey, hold on for 45 minutes while we come get these people out of this crowd. They don't want to hear that.
Exactly.
So I think it would have turned into a riot, and it was already a mosh pit going on. People jumping around, mobbing each other, pushing each other, this, that, the third. And if there's no music playing, and we sitting there just watching the ambulance, I think, me personally, I think it would have been worse. But I think the reason that it was so bad is because they just didn't have the right infrastructure. As far as that, they just had a bunch of people hugging the crowd, 50,000 people hugging the crowd, but they didn't have no protocol set in order. Okay, if something happens, we gonna take this route, or we gonna leave this lane right here clear for ambulance to come through, or we gonna leave this route, we got this route, we gonna section these people this way just so we can get to, it wasn't none of that. And I think that's where they dropped the ball at. But as far as him stopping the show, yeah, I don't know. I think that would have ended bad, bro. But again, we can agree, disagree on that. But on that note, we're gonna get into quick hits. Okay, first one is, if you could go back to 20 years old and change one thing about your life, what would it be? At 20. So just take some time, think back to when you was 20 years old.
20 years old.
What would you do differently?
Damn.
Off top, I probably would have left to go play football at what was that at? It was somewhere in North Texas. Goddamn country. I forgot where it was. It was like Odessa or whatever college out there. It's around there.
I think it was Tech. No, Tech is in Lubbock.
Blinn?
Damn. No, it's about
Blinn is in,
it's about an 8 hour
Blinn
drive.
is in Waco, ain't it?
No, Blinn is like right outside of Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Blinn
Okay.
ain't that far. Damn, I can't think of it. But anyway, I think that's what I would have did. 20 years old, but I wanted to stay back home and be close to the fam. That's what I wanted. I wanted to help my moms out. You know, I wanted to still be independent, but still try to help the fam if they needed to. If they needed me. I don't know. That's when I was more so worried about the fam than me. But I think, because I was like, if something were to happen, like I'm 8 hours away, 10 hours away, and I didn't feel like, you know, it wouldn't be quick for me to get back home. So I played that role instead of just going out and do what I really wanted to do deep down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I still had something left, plenty left. So I think I could have done a lot of things at 20, but that would have been definitely one of my top things.
Smooth.
20 years old. Man. What would I change? What could I tell myself to do? Oh, shit.
He wouldn't have got married.
Nah, definitely would have.
Trying to start an argument at the crib. What is you on, boy?
Definitely would have did that.
This nigga out.
Definitely. I'd have had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what I know, shit, I'd have to do that. But I'd have had to take my boy advice and invest in Bitcoin. When it was $77. That's what I'd have did.
I ain't hear about Bitcoin till 2017, 16, 17. And even then, it was like
They was mining like a motherfucker. Mining back then, like this before they cut down, because you know, like I think it's like every year, every 2 years, they cut down the block, so it's less you can mine every year, right? But back then it was a whole lot because it was just started, you know, just started. So yeah, if I can go back, that's what I would have did.
20 years old. I think I was just leaving San Antonio coming here. If I could go back to 20, I would like slow life down a bit and kind of enjoy it more, take more of it in. I don't think I did that. I think I looked at college more of like business. I looked at it as like a means to an end, and I kind of went about my college life as a means to an end. Right, so where like, especially when I was 20, I was living off campus. I wasn't involved in any activities that was on, you know, whatever the case may be. I stopped playing football, I think, at 20. And yeah, I was just thinking, man, let's just get to graduation, get to this job, get to this money, man. I'm tired of being here, tired of doing all this, tired of studying, whatever the case may be. But I looked at it real business like, and I regret that. I do. Because I was so in a rush to get out here to this quote unquote real world. But when you get out here, it ain't nothing but work waiting on you for the next 40, 50, 60 years. And it's not as fulfilling as you think it may be. You think, oh man, let me get to this money. Man, I'll be cool. And I got to the money. And right now I'm making good money. I'm comfortable, you know, all the bills is paid, couple cars, you know, paid off, whatever the case may be. Everything is cool, money-wise. But, you know, it's a lot of things that I would do differently if I can go back. Investing would be one of them. Traveling more would be another. You know, again, just slowing down and just enjoying life and just plotting my steps a bit more than I did when I was young. I was just so focused on what was in front of me, and that's graduating, getting that degree. All right, I graduated. All right, let me get the job. Okay, I got the job. Okay, let me, you know what I'm saying? So it was just real short-sighted. It wasn't long-sighted. And I think that's what I would change. I would just take things in a bit more, and I would be a bit more strategic as far as planning going forward.
Definitely short-sighted. Because I was just happy to be out the house on my own, making my own rules. You know what I'm saying? You just out trying to have a good time. This is my house. I can come in and out as I please. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Right.
You think you big shit, you know, I would do a lot of stuff different for sure. Definitely investing too.
Hell yeah. All right, next one. Last episode we spoke a lot about traditional relationships, battle of sex, traditional relationships. Kind of want to get y'all take on what the quote unquote role of a woman should be, right? Should a woman be helping you build your dreams, or should a woman be actively working toward her own? Why or why not?
Towards her own. I'll go with that. Cause I look at it like, man, I just look at the numbers and all this shit, man, what they tell us about marriage and being with somebody, and most likely the man is set to die first, right? So I always looked at it like, man, if I'm set to die first, and looking at my grandmoms and a lot of people, other grandmoms and shit, most of them had to go to nursing homes when their husbands died. Mm-hmm. Like, what you think their husband thought of that shit? Right? Because in a sense, your kids don't give a damn. They got life to live. That's just what it is. Life catches up to everybody.
Right.
Right. So I'm looking at it like, I don't want to have my wife depend on nobody for nothing. Right? I don't even want her to I don't want her to depend on me financially. Because the moment I'm gone and dead somewhere, like, that's where a lot of shit go wrong. You're not making the sound decisions because you don't have that financial support there. If you take that away and make sure she's always straight financially and she knows what to do and she got her own, like, she's gonna always make the sound decision for herself and for what's going on around her. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to worry about my wife being in no nursing home, none of that. You know what I'm saying? My wife wanted to hire a fucking maid when we do get up in age and I die and shit. She can hire a maid for the rest of her life. I'm happy to say shit like that. I won't be. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I'm on my deathbed and I know the moment I die, my wife is gonna be in a nursing home or depending on somebody to take care of some bills and all this type of shit. Man, that shit for the birds. But most black people, we face that. We don't really think about that. We face nursing homes. You face getting treated poorly, like you just some money, because that's what you is to the nursing home. You just a check. So fuck all that, man. That's what I think, man. She should be chasing her own dreams. Goddamn me, and you should be pushing her towards her dreams that make some bread. Something that makes some bread, that where she ain't got to depend on you financially. Because I strongly believe the moment you take off the financial part from y'all situation, that's when you know if somebody love you or not. That's when you know. Because I don't need you financially. I can go get whatever the fuck I want out here. You get what I'm saying? That's the part where every day I'm choosing to be here. I'm choosing to love you every day. And that's what I think about.
Oh, should a woman be helping you work toward your dreams, or should she be chasing her own? Why not?
I would say both. And I'm gonna say both because, again, like I said before, I mean, every job is easier when you can have two people. You know what I'm saying? Whether y'all both working on it together, or she on one end, you on the other end, and y'all meet, like whatever it is. I think both are very important because you don't want to be in a relationship and you feel like you don't have any type of support from your woman. So I think letting your woman support you and also supporting her in whatever her endeavors are. Because I think, you know, especially now, like a lot of women, they want their role to be more defined than just a housewife, just being at home. Like, you know, they feel like they can do almost anything that we can do for the most part. So it's like, why not let her be what she wants to be? But at the same time, I think she still needs to recognize that your needs are just as important. So as long as she can help support you and you're willing to help support her, I mean, it'll be a beautiful thing.
Here's a question. Do y'all feel like one takes away from the other?
No. I don't. My wife will never take away from my hustle. No matter how tired I am, no matter how much I don't want to do with my hustle, is my hustle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
unconsciously sometimes, just because naturally you would want to maybe give more to her sometimes, be more unselfish maybe, you know, if you want to take that route. But overall, I think it's give and take. It should be, in a great relationship, it's a give and take.
Another question. Do y'all feel like relationships serve as a distraction in terms of each one of y'all chasing what y'all chasing?
With a relationship called to distraction.
It depends on what you're trying to build.
Sometimes
That's in the eye of the beholder, I would say. Because to me, it wasn't a distraction. Things around us was a distraction. People doubting what we was gonna do. I wonder what they saying now. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as us and our situation now, no.
I think in the beginning stages, like if you just trying to get to know somebody, and y'all working towards something, I think it could be a distraction then.
Now, I would say, I would say, if somebody's here and the other person's here, then yeah, it's a distraction.
Because they wouldn't be able to relate.
They're not gonna relate to you. You get what I'm saying? There's no way for you to relate to something like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like if if I'm graduating already, right, and she's a freshman in college, by the time she gets to her junior year, in a sense, I should be elevating in my job that I want. You can't relate to what my problems are now. You can't relate to what I'm looking at further than this, because all you're looking at is your degree and the first job that you're gonna get. We're not gonna be talking the same, right? So, and that's just little shit. Just imagine you somebody that's already in their career, and then you got somebody that's making, let's just say 50,000, and somebody else making 90,000. We're not gonna relate. Like, I'm gonna have to, or that person is gonna have to come down there and nurture you and get you to understand what it takes to get up there. That's a distraction. You holding me back,
especially with time.
You know what I'm saying? You holding me back.
Women want to spend a lot of time with you.
Because people think you go from 50,000 to 100,000. It don't work like that. Most people don't get lucky like that. It's progressions in that. I may go from 50 to 58. I may go from 58 to I may go to 64. Now I got the director position. Now I'm at 100. It's progressions like that. It's slow progressions, and all that shit take time. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on where both people. Now, if y'all both starting at ground zero, then no, it shouldn't be a distraction. It shouldn't be a distraction, right? And what I would beg people to understand is money is going to be a problem. Y'all both at ground zero. Money is going to be a problem. So y'all need to be chasing y'all dreams. Y'all need to be pushing each other towards the dreams, right? And see the bigger picture. Okay, at this point, yeah, we broke. But in the next 10 years, when we make it to 5 years, we need to be halfway to our goal, or we need to be above it. When we make it to 10 years, we need to be above our goal. We don't need to be just at it. We need to be above it. But a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't. They will never get that part because they can't get past the finance shit and what they see around them. People, money don't change in the same pace. Like your friends next to you may be making 100 racks or goddamn 70 racks and you stuck at 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit don't go the same pace for everybody. So you got to stop watching other people's pockets. You got to build in your situation. But a lot of people, we don't take the time to do that. And we get jealous and then we get stagnant. Because jealousy brings about looking over to the next side. You're not even paying attention to your road.
No, you drifting off.
Exactly. And then you wondering why everything is fucking up on your end. You wonder why you done lost your man, you done lost your wife, or all that type of shit there, because you not paying attention. You're not up for the task. So that's what I would say. So it's two lanes to that. It just depends on where both people at in their life.
I think relationships do serve as a distraction for you chasing what it is you're trying to chase, and it serves as a distraction in terms of the speed that you're trying to get there. I think being in a relationship, the fact that you have to be considerate of somebody else is an automatic distraction for what I'm working toward, right? So say, for instance, if I'm building something, whatever it may be, if I'm building a real estate business, or I'm building whatever, I can't go as hard as I want to go because I have a wife to consider, right? Because, it may be a meeting that I may have to take at 11 p.m. with a woman that may own some property, or it may be a situation I have to do over here with, hey man, I got to be gone for 4 days, 5 days. Try explaining, hey, I'm gonna be gone for 4 to 5 days randomly on the fly. Hey, I just found out today, leaving tomorrow. Try to explain that to your wife, right? Or the mother of your kids or your family. You can't just drop everything and just go. But sometimes that may be what's necessary to push you to that next level at a fast pace. So by means of the term distraction, yes, a relationship serves as a distraction. Now, saying that it can't be done, I don't agree with that. I think that it can be done, but sacrifices have to be made. Mm-hmm. Hard conversations have to be had. Sleep has to be sacrificed. A lot of late nights, and people ask me, in terms of this podcast, like how am I able to do so much in terms of building a brand and different things like that when having a family at the same time. I said my answer to them is very simple. It's a lot of late nights. It's a lot of 3, 4, 5 a.m.s, and I got to be to work for 7. It's a lot of it's a lot of hard conversations. Hey, baby, I got to go do this, so I got to go do that. It's it's difficulty involved because again you have to be considerate of somebody else. But when you're single, I don't have to be considerate of nothing. I could I could move on instinct. I can do what I want to do anytime. I don't have to answer to nobody. If it's a 3 a.m. situation where, hey, I'm interviewing a rapper or something, he just got off stage, he said, hey, bro, I got about an hour free, let's get it done. I can drop everything on the dime and go do it. When I'm in a relationship, I can't just move the way that I want to move. Mm-hmm. So that causes as a distraction. So I feel like relationships definitely distract you. But to answer the question in terms of what a woman should be doing, she should be chasing her purpose. And I feel like I done been on a 2-week-long campaign in terms of this. Again, I'm real big on not having people depend on me. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I don't like other people's fate being tied to me. I don't care who it is, except for my child. That's different. That's totally but another different. Adult, another grown person, I don't like their fate being tied to me because, again, just like we speak on all the time, relationships are a losing game. It is. A lot of people look at relationships in a very ideal fashion, as fairy tales, honeymoon. Hey, we gonna be together forever. We ain't got to think about the negativity. We ain't gonna deal with that. We gonna be together forever. But then you look at the stats, and the stats say that people get divorced at damn near 60% clip. And that's people that's actually married. Think about how many people that are in relationships that don't get married. It's an even lower percentage. Mm-hmm. So it's a losing game. So for me to tie my livelihood to somebody, and it's a great chance, there's a greater chance that we will not be together than we'll be. It's just not smart. And regardless of how much that you love me, regardless of how much you want to see me win, all of that shit is great. Yeah, support me. It's cool, but I don't. How I'm cut, I don't need nobody's support. I'm gonna get there regardless, right? But at the same time, I want you to be building what you building because I don't want you tied to my situation and then say, for instance, something happen, we get divorced 10 years down the line. You done tied 10 years of your life to me in terms of your career, in terms of your income, in terms of your livelihood, things that you could have been accomplished, and now you got to start over at 35, 36. 37, 10 years with no work experience, 10 years with no degree, 10 years with no certifications that could have better propelled you. So now you're dependent on me still, even after we get out the relationship. I got to pay you alimony. I got to do this. I got to get you set up, make sure you get an apartment on your own, all that shit like that. That type of situation just rubs me the wrong way. Mm-hmm. So it will behoove you to maintain your individuality within the relationship. A lot of people hear that and it sounds crazy. We are one. We are, we are union. We this and we that. True, but we are not a union. We are a conglomerate. And the difference between a union and a conglomerate is a conglomerate, we're not dependent on each other. Everybody is bosses in their own right. If there's 5 people in the conglomerate, he owned 3 businesses. He owned 4 businesses. He worth $2 million. He worth $6 million. He worth $4 million. But nobody's dependent on each other. We're all bringing our assets and our skills and our talents and all this to the table, and we are making something that's even bigger than the both of us. That's different than saying, hey, this man is the plug to everything. I ain't got a damn thing, but I'm coming to this table and I'm just going to just leech off of him, or I'm just going to tie myself to him, and wherever he go, that's where I'm going to go. That's not smart. You shouldn't do that in business. You shouldn't do that in relationships. You shouldn't do that in general because people are fickle, and that's just what it is. Like, it's people that be in relationships for 20 years and just fall out of love. Or 5 years. Just fall out of love. Hey, I don't like you the same way I used to. I don't love you the same way I used to. I want to go try something else. But you done tied your livelihood to this person. So that's what brings about these snapped episodes and women killing their husbands and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you tied your livelihood to somebody. So again, chase yours, I chase mine, and then we come to the table and we can both have some shit to talk about, some shit to build on. But you tying your livelihood to me, I will never agree with that. And I will leave you before I let that happen. That's just honest. But on that note, man, we're going to get into the advice column. First one. Let me see. I'm going to try to get through as many of these as I can. What's up, Krew? First off, this is from C. Rich, Patreon member.
What's up, C. Rich? Thank you for kicking me with us.
You say, what's good? Krew, C. Rich in the building. So I finally got to watch Battle of the Sexes 2, right? And one of the women asked, what do men want? I feel like too often women are blindsided to truly understand what a man wants, and it boils down to respect. Question is, do y'all feel as if our definition of respect has shifted? Context. Being once we were respected because we were sole providers. Now that the narrative is shifting, we seek respect or validation in this new 50-50 hybrid relationship, and our masculinity as being able to provide outside of just money. Reason I say that is because if you look at the relationships nowadays, we get disrespected because of women's ability to have options due to having their own finances, whereas men have options in women due to lack of respect and more social outreach through media platforms. Back then, the reason quote-unquote traditional relationships worked was because neither had as easy of an option to go chase other things, like quote-unquote fuck niggas get money or quote-unquote fuck on whoever I shoot my shot at in the DM. Just curious, am I right or wrong? But back to the question, do y'all feel as if our definition of respect has shifted? Good question.
I would say yeah. Back in the day, our respect was built on what we can bring home and take care of the household.
Right.
But since they done set all this shit in motion and, you know what I'm saying, made it real hard for the black man to have anything. Let's say the average black man, we ain't gonna talk celebrities and ball players. The average black man that's just gonna work his way up the chain, right? They made it extremely hard for that man to push out of poverty, right? Because the medium is $40,000. The average salary is $40,000 for us. So they made it extremely hard, right? So now with the climate we living in, I don't know what 40,000 to get you as far as living these days. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? As far as a car, most people have 2 kids, 2-3 kids, a girl. You think 40,000 gonna stretch you that long? You get what I'm saying? So now your woman is looking at you like you ain't shit. She looking at it like that's all your fault. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? What 40,000 break down to a week?
$1,000 a check.
$1,000. To be honest with you, that ain't
every 2 weeks.
That ain't even 2 weeks. You know why? You didn't even take out the taxes on that.
I did.
I remember that number.
Taxes on that.
Yeah, I took out tax.
I remember that number. That's when I used to get paid.
You know what I'm saying?
$1,000 every 2 weeks.
$1,000 every 2 weeks, bro. You get what I'm saying?
That was the good old days.
But
still going out with that.
But you ain't have no kids.
We gonna find a way.
We talking grown niggas with kids, and you know what I'm saying, like not just one kid. Most men was having 2-3 kids back in the day. You know what I'm saying, when they had a little stable house home, and 40,000, 50,000 was good enough. Right? These days that ain't nowhere near good enough. You'll be homeless if it was only 40,000 coming into the household and you had to feed 4 mouths.
$1,000 check's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
$500 a week.
But I feel like our community don't look at the system that has been set up for us black men to fail. You know what I'm saying? Because in no other country is it built like that. Women don't even have that type of sway, power, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that they be like, well, the other women in this country, everything else in this country was built for the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. That's why when you see most white women, they inspire to be wives. That most white women, they dress up to be wives.
Raised to be wives.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're raised to be wives. Right? Same thing with Chinese women. They are raised to be wives. But when we talking black and Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Anything brown in this country, the rules are I ain't gonna say a tad bit, a whole lot different. But women don't look at that. They look at it like it's our fault. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna always be losing, bro. So yeah, I respect now these days. is basically tied to like the biggest bag we can go get, the goddamn the flyest car we can go get, because women respect that type of shit. They don't respect the dude for real that can hold a family together. They don't respect the dude that's gonna go work 12-hour shifts and just come home and not be flashy and all that type of shit and just be a great man. Most of the time they leaving that dude or they cheating on that dude. That's just what it is. I see it too many times. So that's what I would say. Our respect is tied to what we can bring and how flashy we can make it look.
Oh, has the definition of respect shifted from what it was in the past to today? How?
Yeah. I kind of feel like today, at least from women, like respect is almost more so what you can do for them. And if you can't, if you have no worth to them, then they really don't respect you. And when I mean worth, I just mean some type of powerful position or, I mean, but again, it's not all. It's not all women. I know that. It's just, again, like I was saying before, like when I asked Nicole about if a guy, said that he was a garbage man, you know what I'm saying, would you entertain him? She said no. Like, it's simple things like that men aren't getting respect. And so whoever asked me, am I a garbage man? No, nigga, I'm not a garbage man.
Yeah, I seen that in the comments. It was like, he's a garbage man. He riding for garbage man.
No, I was just first thing I think of post office worker, mailman. I mean, I don't anything, but I mean, like I feel like a lot of just normal guys like that don't get the love that they should, and they exude all the qualities that these women are looking for, but they want something other than that. They automatically want the 6 figures, and a lot of times you don't know what the 6 figures look like. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just know that you want it, but you don't understand everything that comes with all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? When the man that's on that daily grind, he understands and he doesn't mind, you know what I'm saying, slow grind, like Smooth said. One year he make it 58, then he up 64, then he up 7. Like, there's a lot of men like that don't mind doing that slow grind to the top. Everybody is not going to get it right now.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off. But they talking about a dump truck driver, right? The average dump truck driver salary in Texas is $131,000.
That's average?
Average a year.
See? But hey.
$55 an hour.
I mean, he had people in the comments, right?
This is on ZipRecruiter.
People that understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You got men, but because of their title, they don't get the respect. But you want to show your ass every day and post it every day and then get mad when a man call you a thought. Or when he approaches you, you know what I'm saying, in a way that you don't appreciate. These type of things happen. You have to understand it. And I think they know that. They just don't care. They still want it their way. But going back to respect. We talking about respect. But yeah, no, it ain't the same. And I think there are men who are fighting hard to get their respect. But then again, it's men out here too that just naturally command the respect. You know what I'm saying? You walk in the room, you know, like that's a man. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I haven't had just women disrespect me, because for the most part, I ain't gonna say I get what I want, but I get respect.
Man, keep it a buck. I get what I want.
I get a lot of respect, and it's just because of how I carry myself. I'm not too loud. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna talk to you directly. I'm gonna talk to you professionally. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. So I've never had that problem. And even if a woman made more than me, I never had that problem. But just overall, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of people lost out here. They don't understand what's going on. A lot of social media has people caught up, and they just don't live in the real life. They don't put their phone down. They don't stop watching all these toxic TV shows. Like, that's their reality. And so they start projecting it on everybody else.
I would say that I don't feel like the definition of respect has changed. I think still the same type of men that women respected back in the day, they respect today. But I think oftentimes with media and with social media, like, we'll get presented like the minority and then start assuming that it's the masses. And what I mean by that is like, you know, a lot of these women that are out here saying fuck niggas, get money, this type of, like, these women are rich rappers, or these women are like super, super attractive Instagram models and different things like that, right? So their options are going to differ than most women, right? But if we're talking about most women, then I feel like it's the same principles that they had back in the day. Women respect a man that's, you know, that's financially secure. Women respect a man that other men respect. Women respect a man that a lot of women want. Respect a man with, you know, integrity, and, you know, a man that walk in the room, he can stand on his own too. He not a follower, these, that, and the third. Like, these is the same type of men that women respected back in the day. And they do today. But I think oftentimes, you know, a lot of women, or a lot of men, right, we kind of assume that all women want certain things because their quote unquote leaders want certain things. But the fact is that those options available to a JC, those options available to Ari Lennox, a SZA, Nicki Minaj, a Meg Thee Stallion, those aren't your options.
There never will be.
They're not. You see what I'm saying? So for you be out here demanding, hey, I need a man that's making this, I need a man that's doing that. Yeah, but you don't look like a Meg. You don't look like these women that you quote unquote idolize. JT, Young Miami, these type of women, or Ari, a regular Ari.
I'm starting to realize these days, like when you look at them dudes, they not even going for the looks too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have the looks, but you also gotta have your own shit together.
You gotta have the status.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's
you
thing.
You gotta have the shit together too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is why we say all the time, like, it's, well, you talking about regular, like most men, regular men.
Like, not like with me looking at the rappers and all that type of shit. Like when you see the ring of women there around, like, you'll see a random chick there, but you won't see her forever. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a 1-2 picture, that's it. But I'm talking about the ones we see a lot. The one we see a lot around. If you look at the women, they have their shit together.
All of them.
They got their shit together. Yeah. Like, for real, I don't need you, nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you not that, and you never will be. You're only pretty. That's it. Pretty don't get you far in this world. It can when you're pretty and you're smart. But if you're pretty with a box of rocks in between your ears, that's not gonna get you. That's gonna get you with a couple kids
and side chicks, like we just talked about in the first segment.
That's what that's gonna get you.
Yeah.
But you'll have a couple kids for probably two, 3 lit niggas. You might get lucky. You know what I'm saying? But most likely, you might get pregnant these days by a scammer, by a wannabe drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? That was getting his money from his family or something, and now he done tricked you into having a baby. Shit go, hey, choose your battles, baby.
And this is another thing too, like for this whole, like, cause there's a lot of women out here that really genuinely feel that way. Hey, I'm pretty, I'm gonna get me a dude that got money, I'm gonna get pregnant by him, and I'm gonna be set for life. A lot of these rappers, a lot of these niggas don't really got money like that. That's another thing that's not really spoke on. Because when these rappers go to jail, now they need money on their books and different things like that, or they can't afford to pay for lawyers, or they can't afford to pay. But you see this same rapper in videos with platinum jewelry and diamonds and all kind of shit everywhere. All that shit is an illusion. Right, so, or even if he do have money for the moment, it's not long-term money. Exactly. Because he's not smart financially, right? So you done got pregnant by this dude, and yeah, you making a good $5,000-$10,000 a month. Yeah, but what happens when he stops selling records and fall off from rap, which most rappers do? Most rappers like are not big for long. It's like a 2 to 3 year window to where a rapper really just killing shit, and then they kind of fall off the map, right? So he fall off the map at 32, 33. You got a kid for this man. You thinking that you done cashed the lotto ticket. Yeah, no, you gonna get them $10,000 for them 3 years, and then after that, your ass gonna go back to the same $200-$300 that the rest of these women is getting. So you done went out there and sacrificed yourself for nothing. So at the end of the day, in terms of respect, I feel like the same type of qualities that women respected back in the day, they respect today. But oftentimes, like a lot of pretty women, they have a lot of options that are available to them, and they want to exercise those options, but they always come back around to the mean. They always come back around to the dude that's a regular dude, stand up guy, working a job, whatever the case may be. Yep. And, you know, by then they probably 200-300 pounds heavier with a couple kids, but that's neither here nor there. But they tend to come back around to the mean, right? But when you are lit everybody want to exercise their options when they live. It's the same, men the same way. We ain't gonna sit here and bash women. Men the same way. Because if we gonna be honest, most dudes like when they before they get on, before they start making their bread, like they not, you know, super bad women are not available to them like that. We just gonna be honest. And then I get, you know, a job, I'm making 6 figures, or I become a rapper, or I become an athlete. And it's like, okay, now I got this 2 or 3 year window to be able to pull anybody I want. So yeah, I'm gonna talk like, yeah, I only date a 10, a 9, or this or that, whatever the case may be for these 2-3 years. But when I get kicked out the league, or when I lose my job, or when I do whatever the case may be, and I fall back down to the mean, those women that we was looking over, those women that had good qualities, whatever the case may be, but she don't look like a Brittany Renner, or she don't look like a Meg Thee Stallion, whatever the case may be, now you're going to go back and get those women a chance. Because those top tier, quote unquote, top tier women that you want are no longer attracted to you because you don't have the money that you had.
Facts.
Right? So again, I think all this shit comes back around to the mean. But it just depends on where that person is in life. And a lot of times where you are in life, you start talking like that's going to last forever, and it's not. And that's what a lot of people mess up at. But in terms of respect, the same qualities, the intangible qualities that was respected then are respected now. That's my take on it.
How you carry yourself.
Yeah, that's real. This nigga. All right, we're going to get into the next one, man. This from Ali, Patreon.
I know he said something at the beginning.
Of course. Look at this message. All right, he say, what's up, y'all? It's Ali, no anonymous shit. I'm finna get my $20 worth with this question or situation.
$20 worth, I feel ya. I did the same thing. Fuck with you.
This ain't the old one? You sure this ain't the old one?
Nah, it's sent on the 4th of November.
Dang.
Say, so here's the issue. My girl swear up and down I don't see a future with us because I don't want to marry her. And she thinks I'm tripping because I'm still on, he said, I'm still on no with the idea of marriage. Let me explain. So last year when we first got together and we was talking before, she finessed my ass into a relationship and got me off these hoes.
Said that,
So I told her from jump when she asked me, I'm not big on kids or marriage. I said, I don't want kids, and logically I don't think that by marrying someone, giving them a ring and a wedding proves that I love you. I'm loyal to you, that I care about you, see a future with you, want the best for us. He said, you can do all that without a marriage because I'm doing it now. He said, we get along 98% of the time. Our communication is better than most, but it can use some work. Other than that, we've never had a fight or big argument. And let's be honest, most women don't need to get married. They want to for this fairy tale look, to reminisce back on a wedding day, and that's selfish. Every girl that had a bone to pick with me when they asked me about marriage, they never could give another answer besides, quote unquote, because I want to be married. So like my girl, she couldn't give me a reason why she wants to be married besides for quote unquote love, which comes and goes like any other fleeting emotion. So that's a no. And loyalty, which can't be proven with a ring. Hindsight, men that's married get hit on a lot more once women see that ring, but I don't know nothing. And to make it worse, she one of those girls that doesn't understand the word quote unquote no because she's spoiled. I'm talking only child. Mommy and daddy bought everything. Even now, they just got her a new whip because the one she drives now just got to 100,000 miles. And she big on love, can conquer all, and I already explained to y'all, me and love don't mix. So naturally, we butt heads anytime a topic comes up with that. And people in relationships get mistreated and sweep it under the rug just because of love or marriage or whatever reason. And that shit ain't flying with me. Every incident that we've had, I brought it up. And I guess she not used to it yet because I don't budge on what I stand on. Like how most dudes will bend and let their girl get away with stuff to still get sex that night or not have a disagreement or get the cold shoulder with me. I don't care. Say, do y'all think my reasons are valid or I'm tripping? And she right. Stay dangerous. Much love from your baby cuz.
Well, to the married men on the panel.
Hey, man, if you ain't ready, you ain't ready, bro. Don't let her pressure you into that, bro.
I ain't about not ready. He just said he don't want to do it, period.
The idea of marriage he doesn't agree with.
Oh, well, shit, you need to holler at her. You know what I'm saying? You need to holler at her. But man, I wouldn't say I don't agree with the idea of marriage, right? Like I would, and me, I would tell you to re-look at the whole marriage thing, right? Because it could be healthy for you. It could be healthy for your whole situation. Right now, you just like, hell no, with a woo to woo. You know what I'm saying? You got your freedom and all that type of shit there. Obviously, y'all probably not living together, all that shit there. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at it like, does this woman make me better? Right? Because when you out here alone, fool, say you start getting your bread, you're going to have to watch your back on a lot of shit, bro. You're going to have to watch his back on so much shit. You probably ain't going to be able to sleep good, bro. When you got somebody the way you know what I'm saying, you can trust with anything. You know what I'm saying? Not your partners. Not your partners. I'm talking about that person you love, you sleeping with and all that type of shit. Don't let you sleeping with your partners. I know hey, niggas is like that these days. I ain't knocking niggas. You know what I'm saying? But like if you can honestly look her in the face and be like, this woman will never wrong me. You know what I'm saying? Like ever leave me out to dry, all this shit going on, she with me. No matter if I'm up top or I'm at the bottom, goddamn deathbed, anything, this woman gonna be with me. If you can look her in the face and honestly say that, that's who you need. But if she don't check none of them boxes, well, if she don't check one of them boxes, let that go, fool. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't want to deal with nobody that's spoiled because you don't understand what it's like. You don't understand what it's like to go through a lot of shit. Because you've been bailed out in every situation that you would have had your back to. And I'm not with that. I need to see how you are under pressure. You know what I'm saying? I need to see. And then on top of that, she the only child, so that means she go to her parents for everything. When y'all have problems, she gonna go to her parents about that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That takes some coaching to get out that shit. You know, like, yeah. I don't. Fellas, I'm lost for words.
Niggas ain't gonna like my answer, man. To be honest, I feel like there aren't a lot of logical reasons to get married. There aren't. And that may sound crazy coming from somebody that's married, but it just is what it is. I think marriage is more of a faith-based thing. It's more of a like, okay, I believe in this union. I believe in quote unquote making us official. My woman values the concept of marriage in however way that she does, upbringing, whatever, however, she values that. I love her. I see myself with her long term. So I want to quote unquote make her an honest woman. I want to do her right. You know what I'm saying? But the same way that it could be argued that there's no logic in being married, there's no logic in being in a quote unquote regular relationship either. But you do it because you believe in each other. You believe that us together is more powerful than us apart. And there's certain things that we can accomplish together that, you know, we may not be able to accomplish apart because we bring something out of each other that we, you know, that wouldn't be brought out if we were single or if we was moving like we were single. Mm-hmm. Right. So I think it's all a faith-based situation. If you go and try to find logic in marriage, you're not going. You're going to be single forever. Mm-hmm. There is no logic in marriage. Like, of course, you get a couple tax breaks here, whatever the case may be, but it's not nothing crazy significant. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, logically, it makes sense for me to go tie my livelihood and my finances to this situation. That if it goes left, it's going to cost me a lot. Like, it's no logical reason to do that.
At least not today.
But yeah, because the whole notion of marriage was created upon like, you know, wealth and climbing up the ladder from a wealth perspective. But even that's would be frowned upon today. Mm-hmm. You're marrying somebody to like solidify your financial future. That's crazy.
Get a gain and
you know what I'm saying. So, but logically speaking, I don't feel like it's a reason to be married. It's a situation where like y'all both got to believe in it. It's a hope thing. It's a belief. It's just like God, right? Like people believe in God. You never met God, but you believe in Him. It's a belief thing, and it's like, okay, yeah, I believe that, you know, we should be a union, and I believe that, you know, us together, like when you out in the world, I want it to be known that you represent me. You belong to me and I belong to you, and we are one, and we move as a powerful unit, as a married, official, by the legal sense unit.
Yeah.
That's why people get married. But in terms of your, you know, reasoning, because again, it sounds like you're trying to find like a logical reason that, bro, you're going to be looking forever. That's not what that's about. It's just not. But if your stance is that hard and she wants to be married that tough, it would behoove y'all to separate or y'all separate ways. Because y'all don't believe in the same thing, right? It's just like somebody that's religious trying to be with atheists. Y'all beliefs are so different. Now, from a logical perspective, right? Because faith is not fact-based.
Facts.
something you believe in, right? So if he doesn't believe in God and you do, or she doesn't believe in God and you do, y'all beliefs are going to constantly clash. And it's going to make the relationship hard to be in because y'all don't believe in the same things. Even though logically, neither one of y'all have no foundation in terms of that. Because neither one of y'all know, for real. So, again, belief is very important when it comes to relationship. And marriage is just an extension of that. So that's my answer to it.
Well said, fellas. I ain't married.
That's a good cop out, boy. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. This is from Kaswana, Patreon member.
It's crack. I hope it's good.
Okay, dear Krew season, through your most recent pause in your Battle of the Sexes debate, you have established and supported the fact that traditional relationships, marriages are antiquated and relationships have evolved to include modern principles. However, there's one concept that I have questions about: virginity, chastity. I've spoken to veterans in the game, even my therapist, about how I've kept myself a virgin in my late 20s. And she is very encouraging about it, to the point of saying that because of it, I can call the shots when it comes to dating.
Yep.
Furthermore, many speakers in the woman's sphere are encouraging young women to practice abstinence as well. But per Kenny, saying he avoids virgins altogether, saying he wants a slut, and the dean often advising, quote unquote, women need to come off that ass. I don't think millennial men and women are perceiving this the same way. So my questions are, as modern men, how do you perceive chastity and its value? Is there room for it in a modern relationship? If not, what has it been replaced with? A low body count or an expertise in sex? Love listening to you guys. I always know I'm in for a great laugh and great discussions with each pod. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Kaswana.
Bro.
I just had this conversation similar to with somebody the other day.
So what you said, Otis, what you said about it?
About this conversation?
Yeah, let's go. Let me hear you.
Say you need a slut. Oh, you talking about what he said in the conversation?
That's what I need to hear. That's what I need to hear right now. What's up? What you said? I need to hear. What's up?
I can't even argue that.
I needs that. I needs that.
So you saying if she ain't sucking, you ain't fucking, right?
Man, she got to walk.
Yeah,
no. Okay, so I'm gonna be all the way real. I'm gonna be all the way real, but I'm gonna also say how I operate too. Okay. So I feel like it's a little loaded. So realistically, like that's gonna scare a lot of men away. Her like being a virgin, you know what I'm saying, without withholding sex, stuff like that. But it's for good reason. I get it. Most men will stay. Most women will leave, or most women will just gonna hang around, hoping that you eventually give it up, and things like that. So I would just say you just have to avoid those type of men. I mean, it's gonna be a select few that operate the way you operate, especially today. Like it's gonna be a very small number. So it's a matter of, do you want to fold to what you believe in, or do you keep going? Because, realistically, even if you do let somebody, you share that moment with somebody, like 9 times out of 10, that person's going to be way more experienced than you are. So, but more, shit. That's tough. Because I'm going to respect it. If you approach me, we talking or whatever, and you said that you were, still a virgin, or, you just used to do whatever, and now you're not doing it, it's been 2-3 years, whatever, I'm respected, and I'm going to go the other way. That's me.
I respect you, but I'm sorry, we'll never be nothing. Let me get up out of here.
I feel like that's real. On their side, though, I feel like it's real. I feel like it takes a ton of strength. And like they say, even in the Bible too, like once you have sex for that first time, it opens up that Pandora's box. And so now you want to experience again. You want to get the next high. You want to get the next orgasm. You want to, you know what I'm saying? It's always that next thing. When before you may have been curious about it, but you weren't as tempted because you never had it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a drug, it's like alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Before you had alcohol, you know what I'm saying? You was cool on it.
Right.
But you have it. You see how it make you feel. You know what I'm saying? You start getting comfortable with it, and it's like, okay, I need that again. And can I drink a little bit more? Make me feel a little bit better. So, I get it. And especially now, it's hard, and some people may tease you. But just stand in what you believe in. If that's what you want. That's what I would say. And that's the only thing you can do. You're going to be one of those few that's doing what you do, but at the same time, like, you know who you are and you comfortable with yourself.
Right.
So, again, that ain't for me. I'm sorry. It's a little too late. But, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you. But hell no. Running around here trying to withhold some ass for some leverage. What nigga in they right mind these days is looking at you like that's leverage? You know how much ass is on the block? And I'm up here talking to you? Come on, baby.
But why does that matter to her?
Huh?
Why does that matter to her?
She gonna miss out on the greatest thing that if she
don't know that.
If she ain't crawling, she ain't falling.
You don't know that?
That's just what it is.
You don't know that?
Man, come on.
He missed out on his blessing.
Come on, man. This
You know
ain't
what I'm saying?
this ain't the 80s, the 70s. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say 80s because 90s that was over with. That was everybody was popping ass. Everybody mama was popping ass.
Shout out to Freaknik.
Think they were popping in the 80s?
Huh? They were popping in the 80s, but they, the young chicks is like, I'm gonna save myself.
Nah, they was popping it for that cocaine.
That's real. That is real. That is real. I'm talking about, okay, we gonna go back to the 70s now, before the crack here, before the cocaine, all that shit there.
Talking about heroin hit.
Yeah, right.
Heroin.
When they was like, yeah, I'm saving myself for my husband, and you see the marriages that be 40 years and all that, baby, that just ain't lasting this time. Everything is fast. Everything on this planet right now is like that. And you mean to tell me you up here like this here? Yeah, I ain't having no sex. What, you giving us some mouth or something?
Nope.
What you doing?
Nope.
Nothing.
So you know what I'm saying? So that ass a virgin, but that throat, guac 3 times.
Super experienced. All the thing.
That bitch all the way in the Hall of Fame. Ass still ain't even been on rookie mode yet. Ain't been out the package.
The throat goat. Damn.
Nah, but hey, look, that ain't gonna work in these. Don't let your therapist let you live off that.
No, babe. I ain't with it. Hell no.
I'm sorry. Hey,
no.
I'm sorry.
Don't let your therapist time.
See, that's the problem today. That's the problem today.
I'm sorry. Hey,
We act like women ain't. So you saying
I gotta keep it a beat.
you saying that thing ain't got no power?
Hey, it got power to control niggas, but if you not giving
If
it
you
up,
don't
you
use
have
it,
no control.
if you don't use it right,
Okay,
You know,
I see you gonna take Kenny's spot today, so I'm about to back you into this corner. So if you ran
I ain't
into a
taking this
virgin,
spot. I'm Otis.
okay, so look, so if you ran into a chick, right, and you don't know she a virgin yet, but she's prolonging giving you that ass, right? Y'all dating, it's been a couple weeks went by,
like
and
the
you know,
moment is there, like the build up is there. She like,
say, nah, I'm cool, but again, so again, you are used to getting ass within a certain average window. Let's call it space.
24 hours. Let's just say it.
Let's call space.
you
We ain't gonna go that far.
we ain't gonna do it like that.
We don't go that far.
It's me talking. It's me talking. Let's go. Come on.
Nigga say we gonna say 2 weeks.
But you know what I'm saying? Again, you used to get it in a certain window, but you run into a chick, okay, a couple weeks done passed. Damn, she ain't giving up that. A couple months done passed. She's like, hold up. I ain't getting it in. So how long are you gonna stay patient with this situation before you take other measures?
Not even that. How long are you gonna be gonna ask the question like, what's going on?
Right.
What's going on? I'm not gonna ask that question. Well, hopefully she would tell me that up front.
No, but look, most women are not. Because of what he just said for 5 minutes straight.
She need to. She needs to.
But
anyways, okay.
So
we're using this.
So you just noticing, like, damn.
Like she's a great woman.
I ain't getting no ass. What's going on?
But every time the build up is there, and you know it's always there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you're not me. But anyway.
Right. I'm better.
The build up is there, right? And then right when y'all get there, she shuts you down. She hit you with some, oh no, not tonight, with the woo. You know what I'm saying? She always got some crazy off the wall excuse to give you.
Well, first I'm gonna say, what is it? I stink. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Shit. I don't have those.
And that didn't happen.
But
That
that's
happened
my
to you
point.
like
But
3-4
because you ain't ran
times.
into a chick like this.
But yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay, so let's let's play it out. You say you have. Let's give it to us how it went.
They not around. So what that mean? What you mean?
Okay,
how
but
long
how
did
did
it
the
take?
conversation come about?
It was just some more of, she said that, I'm abstinent right now. It's been 3 months.
That's their favorite number. But go ahead.
I'm waiting for marriage or I'm just waiting for us to, find a man and be in a relationship, a long-term relationship before I do that. And I say,
What you say?
I'm sorry, baby. But that ain't the man for you. Because I need that ass.
And that's why I said your therapist is wrong.
But again,
She's
that's
living
me.
in the 80s.
They
She's
got
living-
nah.
That ain't just okay. See, wait. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there.
I'm trying to give her
And
some hope.
no, and I get it. But let's give a percentage.
That's what I said.
If it's 10 men, how many are gonna be willing to wait until marriage to get that ass? Tell
None
the
of
truth.
them.
So what are you talking about?
Now, if you had 100 men, it would still be none of them. Now, if we had 1,000, you might get 2. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, though. No, that's fucked up.
But that's facts.
Hey, that's why I say she need to fire her therapist and get her money back.
crazy.
Your therapist is
But
lying
baby,
to you.
hey, baby, hold on as long as you can.
Hey, I feel you, but it ain't. Hey, you can hold on as long as you want. Ain't nobody knocking it. But when your when your goddamn therapist said that's leverage, baby,
It is.
She lied
She capped
to
to
you.
you.
That is not leverage.
She capped
Because
to
if
you.
it was leverage, you wouldn't leave.
In a sense, though, okay, let's say she only had one body. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, if you get to know her and she only got one body, maybe 2, that's kind of leverage. It's like, because as we say, as men, we don't want nobody with a bunch of bodies.
But look, just real quick, not even cut y'all. You dating a woman and she says she got 1 or 2 bodies. Are you believing that?
I'm not believing.
At 31.
Is she 31?
Yes. 1 or 2 bodies.
Exactly.
I could believe that.
You're not gonna believe that.
What if she was only in 2 relationships?
Stop.
That be
that
women.
mean?
They be in 1-2 relationships for
Nah,
8
bro.
years.
I'm talking about you. If you talking to a chick and she say you ain't asking because we 30, we not asking no dumbass questions like that. But if she bring it up, because women like to offer shit unprovoked, that's a lie.
Okay.
But if she offer and say, I only been with 1 or 2 people, what's the immediate thought gonna come to your head?
But I'm abstinent.
Let me see.
Let you see. Oh my god.
You only been with 2? I'll be able to tell.
I'm with it though. I'm with it.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see. I don't believe you.
Hey, fire your therapist. Go get your younger therapist that's living modern day times, baby.
Yeah,
Because you trying to leverage some ass that ass is all the way around the table, bro. Get out of here.
okay, so how do you perceive chastity and its value? I'm gonna be honest. I don't really perceive it as being of value. And the reason being is because it's just like anything else, right? Let's use real estate for example. If it's this beautiful neighborhood, right, and it's only one house in that neighborhood, that they can charge whatever they want to charge for that house because they have leverage in the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? But if it's 20,000 houses in this one neighborhood, the price that he charged when it was one, that price is at the floor by now. You see what I'm saying? And with sex, it's the same way. Back in the day, sex was less accessible than it is today.
And that's the reason.
A lot of older men say, yeah, man, we had to court. I had to take on dates. I had to do this. I had to do that for the possibility of getting that ass. Today, and the reason why I asked, that scenario, if you talking to a chick, most men, we just gonna keep it all the way honest because we don't tell lies on this part. If you talking to a chick and she just stalling on giving you that, you talking to her, whatever the case may be, stalling, damn, months done passed, I ain't got this ass. Most men are gonna go get that ass from somewhere else.
Yes.
We're not gonna sit there and wait. We're not gonna sit there and be patient. We ain't gonna sit there, okay, maybe I need to court a little harder. Or maybe I need to take on that. Niggas not thinking that way. Why? Because it's ass available 10 ways in this direction on the block and 10 ways in this direction on the block. You ain't giving away? That's cool. You know what? You don't have to. I'm going to go get it from her. I'm going to get it from her. And I'm going to come back to you. And when you ready to give me that ass, then I'll willingly take it.
You're not special.
That's just real.
You know why? You're not jumping from the ceiling. It was gonna be boring anyway.
But that's real. And the thing is, it's not even a you thing. It's the asset we talking about. The ass is what we talking about. You just said you could be a great person, and that's fine. But most men in this era don't have patience to wait on that. When the ass is so readily available everywhere.
And that's not our fault.
But no,
that's the women's fault.
True. Exactly.
It's the women's fault.
Women try to like this woman here, she's thinking her vagina is a part of her mindset and all this type of, baby, that has nothing, for a man, that has nothing to do with your mindset. There's plenty of women out here with trash sex, but have a great mindset and that are married and been in successful relationships.
That's a fact.
Right? And there are plenty of women out here that have amazing sex hanging from the ceiling, taking all 80 inches, get the crane out.
Can't keep a man for 2 weeks.
Can't keep a man after he get his nut.
That's a fact.
That's just what it is.
That's a fact.
So we don't equate the ass to, are you potentially wife? Right? Now, it does go into it. If I hit you in 24 hours,
you got some strikes against you.
You got some nays.
I mean, but I'm that nigga.
It's going to be an uphill battle. But still, it's going to be an uphill battle.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. At least let me work.
If, you know what I'm saying? You make me
wait
work.
till day 2.
Let me
You make me work outside my time frame.
At least the next day. You know what I'm saying? Let us sleep on it.
You let me work outside my time frame. It won't be used against you. So it's shit like that women have to be privy to. But does it actually like control? Like, is the man gonna wife you? And all that has nothing to do with this.
And to be honest, just in terms of chastity, virginity, all that type of shit, 20, 30 years ago, like when a man heard that, he got excited. Exactly. Today, that's a negative connotation. If you tell me you're a virgin, that means, okay, her sex is trash. It's going to be trash.
And then she
don't know what she's doing.
She going to be clingy.
Yes, it's going to be hurting. I'm going to have to kind of stall. I got to wait. I got
10 different positions.
I got to coach her.
It's going to be trash.
She don't know how to art. She don't know how to hold. She don't know how to take it deep. Like,
I got to. You got to teach her.
That's what I'm saying. So that's way more work. Now I got to coach.
At 31?
It's like, damn, baby.
You miss your calling.
You know, go out there, get some experience, come back.
At 31, at that age, you need to go get a young boy, and you know what I'm saying?
But would the pendulum swing? Let's just say they just did an uprise. And there's just something crazy happened. All women just band together and said, we all going to withhold.
Never happened.
That's
then
unrealistic.
Then what?
That's unrealistic. We'll never.
Would the pendulum swing after that?
It'll never swing. You know why? Women being fascinated with a nigga. They be fascinated. And that's what get niggas to ass in 24 hours. When they fascinated with you.
Thing is, in this hypothetical ideal situation that you presented, yes, it would swing. But the reality is, women don't get along for that to happen. Women hate each other. Exactly. Let's call a spade. Like, nobody's a bigger critique, nobody's a bigger hater of women than women themselves, right? So they cannot work together in terms of going. So if it's one set of women that's saying, you know what? We gonna stall. We ain't giving these men no more ass till they act right the way we want to. It's gonna be another subset of women that's like, okay, all the men that's they're gonna pass on y'all, they coming this way, and I'm gonna take them with open arms.
You know what they call?
And for that, it ain't gonna never change.
Don't matter.
They call these hoes.
That's real. That's real.
These hoes get married day and night.
Always.
Yeah.
But see those, never mind.
But look though, but real quick though, in terms of the advice that we would give you, I would say stand on your square. You already there already. You already there. Yeah. But just understand it's gonna be a long, uphill, patient battle that you are fighting.
Yeah,
exactly.
It just says what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say, yeah, man, there's plenty of men that's gonna wait for you. It's not. It's not.
It's not.
You tell most men, hey, I'm a virgin. Most men are gonna be turned off by that.
One thing I will tell you though.
That's just a fact.
Move to a bigger city.
True.
Move to a bigger city. That way you have more shots at different men.
Yeah, that's real rap. And on that note, we're going to get into the last one of the day. This is from Derek, Patreon member.
What's happening, I hope you on these hoes. I hope you get your shots up, baby.
He say, what's good, crew? Quick question for the advice column. I can see the tight-knit friendship and chemistry y'all boys have as a group, and I'm pretty sure y'all have to communicate often as it pertains to business. I have some friends that handle their business, get to the bag, and we talk when we talk. But then I have a couple homeboys who don't have any real aspirations and just live day by day. They call me or text me daily with lots of meaningless conversations like they have nothing better to do all day, every day. Although these are niggas I've known for years, a lot of times I just press ignore or just kind of put them off half the time they hit me up because I know it ain't about shit. Should I feel bad for brushing my friends off? To me, it feels like a lack of respect for my time. Do I talk to them about this or just keep ignoring them from time to time? Keep up the great work. I love the pod. Shout out to Derek, man.
Good.
Hey, D, man, I'm gonna give you some game, fool. Only you know your friends, bro. And obviously, you know it's a certain set that's elevating with you. That's with your type of hustle, what you want to be around. And it's a certain group that's not. The ones that's not, you gotta be alone. You gotta be away from them. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do shit with them every blue moon type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be one of them in there that may be wanting to elevate. But if you stop talking to them, it'll show you. It'll show you if they just there, you know what I'm saying, for just to say they know you or just to be like, or the ones that just be like, hey, I want to elevate, I just don't know how.
Yeah, big difference.
Separate themselves.
Big difference, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But with you being available to all of them, none of them is going to do that. So with you pressing the ignore button and all that type of shit there, continue to do that. Always do that. And the ones that want to be somebody that's going to elevate are going to show themselves. They're going to want to be a part of what's going on. They're going to want better, right? Because you can't make a man or anybody want what you want, and you only as good as the worst person in your circle is, so to say, right? So in a sense, say if all of y'all making 60,000, but but the lesser man is making 30,000. For real, you're only as good as the man making 30,000. Because when y'all start planning to do boy shit, with a man shit, y'all got to work around this man's salary, or somebody's gonna have to carry the load. So it's shit like that you got to think about, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the real ones gonna show themselves. The frauds are gonna fall over to the wayside. It may be somebody that you've been friends with 20 years. People outgrow each other, baby. Gotta live with that. Somebody fall over and you love them to death, take a shot to that and keep it pushing. Wish them well.
Yeah, I would say the friends that's the ones you're talking about that's kind of below you, ain't trying to do much or nothing. I mean, I would kind of just tell them, give them kind of one last little push and just say, hey, this is the direction I'm headed in. And pretty much you either you trying to roll or you're not. And it ain't no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's just this the path I'm on. And if you want to stay on this path, cool. I love you. You my boy. But I just have to focus on this right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Those small things that you worrying about, I'm off that. That ain't important to me. My mind is over here. So, you know what I'm saying? You and your boys that's doing business, you know, of course, pour more into that. Focus on that. But yeah, if you ain't on the train to progression, we gotta leave you behind, baby. We're gonna, you know, dab you up when I see you. It's still love, but as far as like day to day and all that, nah, we don't need to waste
energy
on
that. I still
have
a drink with you when I see you.
Straight up.
Yeah, I mean, fact is that it's levels to friendship. And I think that's what a lot of people are kind of afraid to accept.
Mm-hmm.
There are levels. Just like with anything in life. It's certain friends, say for instance, like if you got a group of friends, there's certain friends that I will bring around women. Because I know that they're going to be able to hold their own. I know I don't have to coach them. They're going to be in the corner being awkward. They're going to be talking. They're going to be doing their thing. There's certain friends that I would never bring around women. Certain friends that you would bring, hey, if I got beef or a situation like this, I have certain friends that I'm going to call. And I know when they pull up, it's going to be whatever. we gonna be able to hold our own. Everybody going back home.
It's
you know
up.
Everybody going to make it back home. I ain't got to look over my shoulder to make sure he fighting. I ain't got to look over my shoulder to make sure he got the strap. I ain't got to look over. I know that how they going to handle themselves. There's certain friends that I'll entertain a business relationship with. Certain people that are dependable in that asset. He got his money right. He's aware of how business works. He's aware of the obligations. He ain't gonna take things personal. He ain't gonna mix business and friendship. Like it's levels to friendship. Now every now and again we run into a couple of friends that you can do all of that with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's those is probably the ones that you're gonna hang with the most frequently. But that doesn't mean that you love the other ones any less.
Right.
It's just that, hey, this situation, this is not it's not the level that our friendship is on for this situation. So I'm not going to call you for this. Just like with women. right? If you were single and you entertaining multiple women, it's certain women that I'm gonna bring to the job company happy hour. There's certain women that I'm gonna bring around my family, right? And there's certain women that ain't gonna never see the light a day with me. Sex is great. We just gonna have sex. We gonna go our separate ways. We gonna do it. It's levels. But then when you run into that one who can do all of them, that's the one you cuff and you marry. You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that you know, that you just like the other one, like the rest of them trash. That's not what that means. That means that, hey, I deal with you to this capacity. I deal with you to that capacity.
That's it.
It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So once people accept that there's levels to friendship,
Exactly.
everything else will get a bit easier. And also those friends, coming from their perspective, if they are real friends, they understand that.
Yep.
Right? Because when we growing up in a neighborhood, there's plenty of dudes that was in my neighborhood. Shout out to James, shout out to Derek, out there selling, doing their thing, getting in situations, gang banging, selling weed, selling drugs, doing all kind of stuff. But they would never say, hey, bro, come in here and, do this with me. Right. Why? Because they saying, hey, nah, he's smart, he good in ball. Bro, you stay away from this. Yeah. When I'm done with this, we can kick it. We can do our thing, whatever. But while I'm doing this, you stay over there, I stay over here. That's what a real friend does. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, like, again, people try to mix the two. They try to bring friends that, hey, this is not the capacity that we need to be kicking it with. They'll try to bring them with over there anyway. And then something go wrong, dude snitch, and it's like, well, damn, bro, I thought we was cool. Yeah, y'all was cool in this capacity. He's not a street dude. Don't have him around street things. You know what I'm saying? Or he's not chasing that in his life. That's not what he aspires to be. Right. He's going to be a college student. Why you got him in the trap with you selling dime bags, police kicked the door in, and you wondering why he telling?
Right.
And he lost everything.
Real rap. You know what I'm saying? So real friends is not going to even put you in that situation. They understand, hey, capacities, there's levels to this. And once you accept that, everything else will get a bit easier. But if you don't, you're gonna get your, feelings hurt and heart broke a lot of times in terms of how like friendships move. And that's my answer.
And I know you love him, dog. I know you love him. And you just want to see him elevate. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to see the niggas you came up with from the sandbox through everything just come out and make it? Go be somebody. Be something greater than what you seen around you.
Yep.
But majority of the time, it don't work that way.
Yep.
It may be 1, 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all. Especially if it's like a pack of y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It may be 50 of y'all and then it condensed down to 4, 5.
Yep.
So you just got to understand that, bro. Like when you start elevating, like you really see who people is out here, right? Because your first 18 years of your life, that's fairy tale. That's mommy daddy money. How fly can mommy daddy make you to impress everybody around you? That's just what it is. But the moment everybody got to stand on their own too and really go get it out here, that's when you see the separation. That's when you see the people that's been babyfied and, you know what I'm saying, with the one child syndrome or the children that's been coddled and never been taught anything, never had their back against the wall. Most of them fall off. They can be valedictorians and all this type of shit here. If they not nurtured in the right situation, they going to fall off. Right? And the few kids that are really smart and they from deep in the trap, they didn't have their backs to the wall. Right, they know what it's like to eat them noodles every week. Yeah, I'm smart as fuck, but we broke as hell out here. I got to do something. That put a certain hunger in people. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Or I got mad hustle out here. That's gonna put a certain hunger. So that you gotta look at that. And you may have a friend on it that don't even know how to channel that yet, but you see it in them, and you gotta show them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us, we only are what we can see. Most of us are that, right? So if they never seen better or never even had the opportunity to see that, they'll never be that, right? So you may be the bridge to that. So that's something that you got to think about. Only you know your friends. You only know the ones that are gonna be able to see outside themselves.
And then also you got to accept the fact it's certain friends you ain't gonna be able to help till later.
That's facts.
That's what it. Because a lot of times we'll be able to see the vision. We'll try to explain it to our boy. Hey man, I see us. We make this play. But that's gonna set us up for this. But they can't see that long-term vision. Sometimes you just gotta go make it happen, and then kind of put them on, bring them in to the capacity that you can bring them in. Mm-hmm. Right? It's just like a rapper, right? If I'm in the studio every night, whatever the case may be, your homeboy may not want to be in that studio every night. He may be out doing his thing, trapping, doing his thing, or whatever it is that he's doing. But then when you make it big, hey, I want to get my boy out the streets. Hey, bro, come work security for me. Hey, bro, come be my, concert manager, whatever. Make sure that these people got this on my rider. Make sure this lighting system. Call these people. Make sure that this is set up before we get there. You could bring them into that capacity, but they don't see the vision while you building it.
Exactly.
And that's something that that you just gotta accept, man. Like people gonna get it on their own time.
Yep.
And you can try to force it. You can try to explain it to them. You can try to show them, hey, bro, this is what you. Some people are gonna get it on their own time. And you got to accept that and deal with them accordingly. Simple and plain, bro. But on that note, on that note, man, we're going to wrap this thing up. Y'all boys, shout out y'all social medias, things of that nature.
SMUV __. If she ain't sucking, then we ain't fucking. And if he ain't eating, then he ain't sticking, bitch. In 2022, goddamn me. If the goddamn oil ain't going down first, ain't nothing physical going down in here. That's what you got to tell these niggas, man.
Straight up,
get them out of here.
So well _fitness. I ain't got nothing this time.
Nigga went outside.
I ain't got nothing this time, but I know I make jokes a lot about the hoes. The hoes still always gonna be hoes, but you. Sometimes take out the pen and pad because I be saying some real shit though, but the hoes still always gonna be hoes.
D-Trill AC, man. All platforms, y'all know where to find us at. Again, salute our Patreon members first and foremost.
Hey, and if any of y'all want to gift me an old school car, preferably a 1965 Ford Mustang, if y'all want to gift me that, I would appreciate that for real.
I'll take a 67. But that's but yeah, nah, man. Make sure y'all follow all the Krew Season pages. Keep on supporting, keep on spreading the word, man. I'm seeing the growth. The numbers is growing, man. The TikTok is at 200,000. We probably be at 250 in about a couple weeks.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Instagram is over 10K. We damn near at 11 already. Again, salute to everybody that been rocking with us. Everybody that been supporting. I'm noticing a shift. In terms of the command that we getting on the market, the respect that we getting on the market. It's people that's coming out to us saying, hey man, I've been watching y'all forever, man. I love what y'all building, this, that, and the third, and we appreciate all of that. We appreciate the day ones that was supporting when we was getting 79 views.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying, compared to, what it is now, man. And y'all done been along for the ride, and y'all see we ain't switched up on y'all, so don't switch up on us. And again, just keep supporting this new hoodies, this new Krew Season. Krew Next sweaters is coming real soon. Yeah, man, that's all I got, bro. Yeah, give it to them right now, man. This shit coming real soon.
Battle of the Sexes date.
Yeah. Hey, Battle of the Sexes was fun, man, for sure. This Battle of the Sexes 2 was fun, and like I told y'all, we are not waiting a year. I've already set it up. The next shoot is gonna be next month, middle of next month. So expect a new Battle of the Sexes next month. It's coming.
I'd like to get somebody. I wonder if some people from Atlanta want to come down.
Well, or we can fly down and make it happen. But either or. It's coming next month. So just be ready for it. Again, we appreciate all the love, all the feedback. We read all the comments, everybody that been showing love, saying, oh, I love what you said, or I hated what you said, or this girl I like, this girl I didn't like. We see all that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna move accordingly. But I think that's all I got, man. Y'all boys got any last words before we get up out of here? Oh yeah, Kenny will be back next week, man. Again, bro, just had to work last minute, so we had to do what we had to do, but he's gonna be back next week.
I ain't got nothing else, man.
I ain't got nothing, man.
Well, in that case, we're gonna play another record off that summer album. It's called No Love featuring SZA, man. Again, appreciate all y'all love and support.